In the shivering cradle of the north, beneath pale stars and frost-laced skies, a child shall draw her first breath. Upon her breast the mark shall burn deep, black, and ancient, the stain of the abyss. She is no ordinary babe, but born of dark blood, her veins thrumming with infernal sorcery, her soul tethered to realms where mortals dare not gaze. She will walk as a girl among men, yet the shadow will know her as kin. Her laughter will echo like a charm sweet and beguiling, but behind her eyes smolder a fire not lit by this world. As she grows, so too shall her power, until the veil between planes wears thin, and the beast of her blood press against the door. Should she come of age unchecked, she will call to her kin not in prayer, but in triumph. And they will answer, oh yes, they will come, on wings of flame and ruin, to walk once more in the daylight. Woe then to the realm of men, for suffering shall not descend like rain, but rise like flood, drowning all. Thus is it woven, thus shall it be, unless a blade finds her heart before the hourglass runs dry.
Woohoo! We're here on the Troll Lord games. We're trolls. We're Trollza. We're down a Silas tonight, but we're up an Alice, and we'll get into who this Alice person is and what's going on in our current campaign in just a moment. I'm going to let Tim take over here. We're going to talk a little bit about the charity that Stronghold D&D backs so strongly. And we don't have a link here on the Trollord Games channel, but you can always go over to Stronghold D&D and donate if that so interests you. Take it away, Tim.
Yes, so our charity on Stronghold, I'm trying to desperately find the link to get it to you guys, but you can always pop over there. But the bottom line is it's 988 suicide awareness and mental health awareness site. It's a crisis hotline where 988 you can either text or call, and you will reach a someone that can support you for just about any specialized need that you have. The most important thing is if you're to hit 988, don't save it for the darkest day possible. You absolutely can, but as you become blue, use these to put some tools in your toolkit to brighten yourself up, and they'll get you specialized links for just about anything that you're going through, which is great. And it's now back in Canada as well, so it's available to those folks. If you don't have the squanch to hit the button, charity comes from the heart. When you get stuck in traffic this week and you're in a good place, save yourself 30 minutes to reach out to a friend and just say, how you doing? And empathetically listen to them vent about traffic or whatever's going on. You're going to save a life. All right, back over to you, Remy.
I'm not laughing at the charity. I'm laughing at your... Back over to you, Jerry.
Oh, sweaty in the chainmails.
You are sweaty in the chainmails. Okay, so listen. This is our This is episode 11. So if anybody's new watching with us, first of all, welcome. We are playing Castles and Crusades. This is not Dungeons and Dragons. This is the real deal with CNC here, and so the story is fairly complex. So I'm not going to get into all of that, but I think tonight, since we're here on Troller Games, maybe we'll go through and have all of our players introduce who they are. And who they are? We can do that quickly. There's only 4 of us. Who wants to start? Rick, you want to start us off?
Sure. The introductions?
Yeah, I'll put you on the spot. Tell us a little. Just tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Okay, so I've never actually done it for the game, but I'll do my typical sign-on, which is, hi, hello, hey, I'm Ray, or with a brick with 2 Ks, everywhere on the interwebs. You can find me there. That's my name everywhere. I'm a role player. I haven't really streamed in a while. I do streaming with games, but beyond that, I'm just kind of streaming and playing games. If you like weird content and witty, sarcastic humor, go follow me on social media.
And who are you playing?
I play Grenna. Grenna is a knight. of the Eglantine Order, which you guys will find out what that is.
Excellent. We might touch on that a little bit more tonight. Next, I mean, no stranger to this channel, Grace. You probably don't have to tell anybody who you are, but I'll let you do your.
Y'all know me.
I'll let you do your introduction. You do your introduction, and we can learn a little bit about Alice.
Sure. Hello. It's me back again. Hello on the TLG channel. My name is Grace. I'm the social media manager for Troll Lord Games, and super stoked to be here and to have this game here going on. Alice Tully is a ranger, and she's human, and she's got a grappling hook and a dream, and her brother is lost.
Yes.
And that's my deal.
Awesome. Coco.
For those who do not know me, I'm Coco Bunny 94. In my own little Twitch corner, I am a variety streamer. I stream basically anything from Doctor games, spooky horror games, Fortnite. You name it, I'm streaming it. You possibly also see me a lot on Lord Gazumba's channel playing a lot of my characters, and then every other Wednesday and Sunday on Stronghold D&D playing my other characters. I'm everywhere. You're probably like, great, you're tired of seeing me. But tonight I am playing Thora. She is a tiefling barbarian of the Galen Guard barbarians. She is here on her grazing, and boy, has she has gotten herself into some trouble right now. But you'll figure that out.
and Tim.
Yes, Tim from Stronghold D&D. We're popping over here we're so happy to get sponsored by Troll Lord Games. So we're just happy to be here and support this community and get it to grow and get this amazing, fantastic game, Castles of Crusades, out there into the world as much as possible. Today I am playing Vegard Lepic, the Order of the Fleur de Lis. Of course, I'm a very cliche paladin.
I love how the French accent, it's here, and then it's not here, and then it's here.
Sometimes it becomes the Russian.
I know. That's okay. As someone who knows lots of French Canadians, you're welcome to mess with it. That will happen. And I'm Jeremy. You can find me on socials at Old Men Rolling Dice. It is not just a name; it is a lifestyle. I'm the old guy here, and I am rolling the dice. Our players are playing. You'll see that we're using a number of different things in the game tonight. Like we're clearly going to be on Roll20. We're also going to be using some miniatures. Very excited to be doing that tonight. But our players use, I insist on real dice, and we just have some fun. And yeah, let's get right into it. Sound good? Sounds good. Okay, so we're going to begin with Alice. And Alice is in the lands of Khrullion, the kingdom of Khrullion. But things are not going great for Alice. Alice, why don't you tell us a little bit about your brother? Who is your brother? What's his name? And what kind of a relationship does Alice have with him?
Yeah, so Alice's younger brother, Philip, has always been a very, mild-mannered, just generous to a fault, so sweet kind of person. He's only, 18. So, just kind of starting to figure out who he is. And along that bumbling path of self-discovery, he ran into the cult of Istis. And that means nothing to Alice beyond the week that he spent not sleeping through nights and complaining of headaches, and ultimately disappearing into the night without a word. So Alice, who had, along with her father, kind of been the two of them had kind of been the providers for the household, she left her family to track down Philip and to discover what happened to him. And just hot on the trail, making real progress, finding signs of him, and then
And then it goes bad.
And then
we'll get to that.
And then it goes bad.
We'll get to that. So we're going to say that Alice and her brother are from the town of Dorglin. And Dorglin is just south of Kingsgate, the capital of the kingdom. And maybe Alice, being a ranger, was out, on a hunt or something that kept her away from the town of Dorglin, only to come back and realize that her brother and a group of other sort of easily manipulated people, or people that are searching for something, have left Dorglin.
Yeah.
Istis is a goddess that is known sort of as, she has 3 forms: maiden, mother, and crone, and that she is a goddess of prophecy and fate. And not long ago, one of her oracles arrived in the capital of Kingsgate and gave a prophecy of doom, destruction. For anyone that was here during our opening, that's what the video is about. That's the prophecy that was given, that this child will be born with a mark of the abyss, and she will open gateways for demons and monsters and all sorts of things from those dark realms to come to this world. This has stirred up the populace, and lots of people now flock to Istis and trying to understand her prophecy, and maybe trying to either outwit it or bring it about even. And something about that cult, and I don't use cult in the term of maybe religion is a better term. Like that religion has begun to spread across Khrullion. You also know, Alice also knows, that there are those who search for the girl with the mark. There are knights known as the Order of the Pale Blade, who have been through Dorglin and nearby towns like Westbury and Frolway, and they're not very gentle in their approach. People are treated very poorly by these knights, and they hail from a town known as Sanctuary across the King's Channel. Being a ranger, it doesn't take you long to figure out where your brother went. You think he headed for Kingsgate, and you follow his trail there. And although our map that we're currently looking at shows that there's no settlements between Kingsgate and Dorglin, that's not the case. Only on this map are we seeing like the major towns. So you have passed through village after village and maybe heard word that you know your brother and the cult of Istis came this way. When you reach Kingsgate, you are overwhelmed by the size of the city. It's massive. The buildings encroach on one another. There's networks of alleyways, but at the same time, broad streets and just crowds. There's so many people that live here compared to the towns out in your home region.
For sure, the most densely populated place she's ever even seen. She and her 6 charisma are not fine. In this
Yeah, and probably with 6 charisma, not making a lot of friends in Kingsgate.
No.
Philip
did the talking in their dynamic. So fish out of water a little bit.
As you looked through Kingsgate for Philip, you came to a place in Kingsgate called the Street of 100 Gods. And on the Street of 100 Gods, every sort of religion, both large and small, can find probably a shrine or temple here. And the king of Kingsgate allows this to exist. So even shrines and temples to gods and goddesses that maybe you would not expect to find in a population such as this, like there's maybe a shrine to the god of plagues, or a shrine to, the god of murders, but all are allowed to exist here. That's not to say that the king doesn't send troops to make sure that, things don't get out of hand here, but the shrines themselves are allowed to exist. You find, though, that you've heard stories maybe of the Street of 100 Gods, and when you get here, it's not what you expected. Many of the shrines have been abandoned. Many of the, the altars have been disgraced. Many have been overturned and idols missing. And if it was once called the Street of 100 Gods, there are certainly no longer 100 gods revered here. There are many, many abandoned and empty spaces. And in one of these empty, abandoned spaces, you find, again, hints that your brother and the cultists that he was traveling with stayed here. And you find more of them. In fact, you speak to a number that would consider themselves to be clerics of Istus. You're not convinced that they have any real power, though. They don't seem to be, like, in the traditional sense of a spell-casting cleric, you're not sure that they have that kind of juju going for them. Mm-hmm. But what you do learn is that your brother's headaches and dreams did not subside, and upon reaching King's Gate, he was granted a great vision that the child spoken of in the prophecy would be found at the mouth of a great river that fed the King's Channel. And he and this group of cultists left King's Gate for the mouth of the Kern River, which if we look on our map, is just, and I can ping this here, it's just up here. Now, the Kern River flows from the Kern Mountains, but it bends and twists through Sila Thalor, which is the land of the Wood Elves, and generally speaking, not a place welcoming to humans or any other race. The elves are incredibly xenophobic and very protective of their borders. So you've never been to Sila Thalor, but clearly, if your brother's on the way there, he's in over his head.
What has that boy gotten himself into now? Oh dear.
So you make your way northward along the banks of the King's Channel, noting that a great number of lilies grow along the edges of the King's Channel, and the people of Khrullion believe that the lilies sort of mark the borders between the lands of the dead and the lands of the living. And the King's Channel is commonly used as a burial ground for people in the capital. They're pushed out into the channel, and their boat, is never really waterworthy. It's intended to sink right from the start. But then the lilies sort of guard that edge. And in fact, the King's Royal Guard takes that lily as their symbol, or the fleur-de-lis, and the lily is very important to the people of Khrullion, and it grows all along the banks of the King's Channel. And as you move north on your own, making camp along the way, these lilies are a constant reminder that maybe your brother is no longer with you. That maybe he has, been slain or fallen upon some sort of horrible fate and has already crossed over. And the lilies are a reminder that that border between the land of the living and the land of the dead really isn't all that far away. When you reach the mouth of the Kern River, you find what you believe to be an encampment that has been abandoned. And you would guess at this point that you are maybe a day, maybe 2 days at the most behind your brother. The camp looks overrun and sort of tossed about as if someone, came through it like a whirlwind. Pots and pans lay scattered. What little rations they had left, you find sort of half sunk in the dirt and the mud of the riverbank of the River Kern. The River Kern is no small river. At this point, when it reaches here, it's almost half a mile across from one side to the other. So it's a fairly big river. And it's not long before you find tracks, being a ranger, and You believe that your brother and his companions were taken by a force that came from the woods. You don't think it's elves. The boot tracks and things like that are too heavy. There's too much depression in weight. These were armored foes, likely. Also, there are some strange tracks with them that look more like that of a worm or a snake might leave behind on the ground, which is somewhat worrisome.
But not worm or snake sized. Big?
If it is a worm or a snake, it would be big enough for you to ride on.
That's really chill and regular. I love it.
Yes. So again, you pursue this trail into the wood, and as you step into Silathalor and this ancient wood, you soon realize that like this is a place that has not seen axe or even fire in a very long time. It is overgrown, and it is lush, and it is a little awe-inspiring. You come finally to a hole in the ground. You're half a day's travel from the river. The hole is massive. Big, 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 big. You can't imagine what dug it, what created it. And it doesn't just drop down, it leads into some sort of a tunnel beneath the forest. The tree's roots and that sort of poke and push into that opening. And you find in the dirt a small idol that hangs from a leather strap that was maybe worn around someone's neck. And when you look at it closely, it looks like the torso of a woman, and she's clearly pregnant. She has a big swollen belly. No arms or no legs, just the torso. And it is some sort of dark black wood that you've never you can't make out like what type of. You've seen a lot of trees in your lifetime. This wood is unfamiliar to you. And as you sort of ponder that and look at it, your focus shifts just for a moment, and then you see a piece of clothing, a shirt. And it looks just like that which your brother wore the last time you saw him. The sun is almost down now. The woods are starting to darken, and as you pick it up, you notice it has a bit of a blood stain along the collar. And as you pick it up, this small, maybe about the size of your index finger, lamprey, leech-like creature falls from the shirt into the mud and writhes there at your feet.
Yeah, I crush it with the heel of my boot.
Okay, so as you do that, the things you hear it squish, you hear it crunch, but you also think you heard it scream.
Philip?
As you do that and say Philip, you feel a very heavy weight strike you sort of behind the ear, and everything goes black.
My last words were stupid. Oh no.
Yes.
You wake with a horrible headache. You're still in the forest, but you're on the edge of the forest, it would seem. It's night, and in the twilight beneath the two moons of this world and the stars above, you can see that to the north of you, there are no trees. At least no trees that have foliage. They look burnt. They look broken. They look shattered. and they look like they have stood there for a very, very long time. Your hands are bound, your legs are bound, and orcs move about you in the encampment. Orcs, the likes... You've never seen an orc. You've just heard stories about them. And you're sure from their grayish and green skin that these are the creatures that long ago plagued the kingdom of Khrullion. However, as they move about the camp, you begin to notice some things that were not talked about in the story. Some of them have 3 arms. Some of them have 4 arms. Many of them, their ears are elongated and almost bat-like, and their noses upturned like that of a bat as well. They make a constant clicking sound to one another. Just a tick, 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 tick. And then and in between that, there are guttural snarls and growls towards one another, and you feel that you are with a fairly large host. You would guess nearly 24. You look about, like maybe this is what befell your brother, but you don't see him anywhere. With them, they have one in particular that stands out. He or she, as it is difficult to tell, wears a great black skull of a goat or ram, and they are covered in torn and tattered robes and a staff it leans on as it walks, and you notice that its one leg is not a leg at all, but a mass of sort of flesh and tentacles, for lack of a better word, that sort of leaks out the bottom of their robes as they move about. And they have a presence to them like all of the other orcs in the encampment give this creature space. She, it, them, him, makes its way over to you, seeing that you've become conscious, and it reaches under its robes and pulls out a small... At first you think it's a clay pot, but then you realize it's like a petrified gourd. And she lifts the lid off it and puts it there by your feet. You can make out sort of orangey, runny eyes from inside the skull mask that she wears. It's an orc. It's twisted, it's deformed, but it's an orc. And she looks at you and opens her mouth. She's got one tusk that sort of sticks up, and the one on the other side is missing, and you notice that her lip is frayed from a wound. She's suffered some kind of attack in the past, and it never really healed right. And she then reaches into the gourd, and as she kneels down closer to you, moving a little bit closer, she like pulls out one of those leech things from the gourd. And she says something to you in a very guttural language. Do you speak Orc?
No. But I think as she opens her mouth to speak, Alice also opens her mouth to speak.
Okay.
And it's like I was just gonna... Sorry.
It goes from it goes from sort of a like a Rothgarshka Ragudu, and she begins to move the leech closer to you. You think she's going to put it on you.
I'd like to try to kick it out of her hand.
Absolutely. Why don't you give me give me an attack roll? We'll start the night off with that.
Yeah.
Your base attack plus your strength.
Okay. Are we do we use roll 20?
No, you can use your own dice.
Oh. Shit, wait, I have one. Okay. I thought I left them all downstairs. That's an 18 on the die, plus my strength is 2, so that's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Do I add my level or anything? Or bonus?
No. Just your base attack. So you kick that, and you hit her hand, and she recoils from you and steps back a little bit, and you hear her start to, you think maybe laugh. She's like, then she looks over at the other orcs and she's like, Graga, Vush, Kimba! And a group of orcs come over and they start to hold you down.
I fight it.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me another strength check. This time you're going to just add your level and your bonus.
Okay. Okay, that's a 14 plus 2 plus 3, so it's a 19 total prime.
And it's prime? Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So you begin to struggle. You maybe even you throw an elbow up, and it catches one of the orcs sort of in the nose, and you broke its nose. You and it recoils from you, and then as you're fending them off, you feel like these tentacles coil around your legs as the shaman's one leg sort of extends from beneath her gown, and it begins to pin your lower body, and she's still the whole time she's like and she then begins to reach out again, and she just drops it, and you watch. You fight off. You've got your arms mostly free, and you watch as this thing begins to sort of slip. What kind of armor does Alice wear?
So Alice has kind of basic kind of brown and green clothing. Her only armor is a bronze breastplate.
Okay, so it's sliding beneath the bottom of your. It's starting to move up under the bottom of your breastplate.
So these are orcs.
Yes.
They're all around me, holding me down, trying to.
There's three orc warriors sort of doing their best to keep control of you, but you're putting up one hell of a fight. They're suffering for it.
What are my manacles like? Or is it manacles, or is it rope?
Yeah, so you focus on that for a moment. It's not rope. It's some sort of leather. It's not any sort of leather that you're familiar with, though.
Okay. What's the tusk situation around me?
There's plenty of tusks.
I'm going to try to hook it on one of their exposed tusks and cut my hands
I like
free.
that. I like that. Why don't you give me a dexterity check for that?
Ooh, shit. I dropped my dice on the floor. Oh, that's only a 6.
I think chat is asking about boons. We totally accept boons during this game. So if you
We do?
Yeah, if you pay for them with your points, we will totally use those. I think Chuck was telling me there's a boon that gives you a bonus, and then there's a boon that allows you to re-roll. So any of those are valid here.
Yeah, so and just for chat and for you guys to know, on our channel, if you guys are cool with using these, we have a channel redemption thing where you can give us a +1 to our roll, and then any sub is an automatic re-roll.
Oh, nice.
To any player. You just let us know who. Does that work for you all?
That works for me.
Yeah. So the plus ones, are they before? Do they have to be declared before the roll, or can they be used after?
I don't know. I guess that's
I will let you add them unless there's a hard rule here. I would let you add them whenever you like.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna help me here. I only got a 6. I got a +1, so that's 7. Do I add my level?
Yes.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
I could use 2 +1s for a 12 prime, but
You hook it.
know.
You hook it over.
Yeah.
You pull down.
Yeah.
And the creature sort of stumbles into you with that, but it's not enough to break it. And then you feel
Shit.
something.
Darn.
Something. You're not sure that it's a bite. Like something pushes in. And you start to hear a voice. And it's so disturbing that you lose consciousness again. And we just actually had 5 subs gifted, so that's going to be 5 rerolls, right? We're going to do 5.
Yeah, he said, Wandering Silence says 1 for everybody.
There we go. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one.
Woohoo.
See him either.
Alice, when you regain consciousness, you're no longer by that burnt out grove. And you are still able to hear, like it's just a constant whisper in the back of your mind, and it's telling you horrible things. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh. That's at 8.
Okay.
8 prime.
8 prime? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's bothering you. It's really bothering you.
I think there's a lot about the situation that's bothering me.
You are being carried sort of like Return of the Jedi style under a log, like under a stick between 2 orcs. If that reference is familiar to you. Exactly.
It's like the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly.
By the
Exactly.
wrists and ankles, yeah.
And the party of orcs suddenly stops.
Biscuits and gravy.
And you can see a light. It looks like a campfire. It's distant. And it's just barely showing up through the darkness of the trees. It looks like the sun might be rising soon too. The sky is starting, what little bit of sky you can see through the foliage of Silithalor up through its branches, like it's looking more blue than black. With that, the orcs drop you and they begin to move in the direction of the campfire. And you notice immediately that there was sort of like, there was talking back and forth. All of that goes away, and all you hear are the ticks. The ticking back and forth, the clicking sound that they make as they move towards that campfire light. And
Can I try to memorize what I think is a phrase? Like if I'm hearing a particular...
Yeah, you can totally try to do that. If that comes up later, that's when we'll make the check to see if it's familiar to you or not.
Cool.
Cool. So you're just left there on the ground as you can still hear that whisper in the back of your head.
Is my gear nearby?
Yeah, you can see it. One of the orcs had it in a pack, and that was just left behind too.
Okay. He's gonna owe me so freaking much. She's gonna try to roll with the log over to her pack and try to get... Actually, she has weapons on her. I don't know if they would have taken those from her and kept it with her gear.
Give me an example, like a dagger or something in a boot, or
she has a dagger that she usually wears strapped to her thigh.
Okay, I'm gonna make a check for the orcs and see if that was taken.
Woo!
No, it was not.
Yes. Yeah, she kind of... Why didn't I...
Yeah, absolutely.
Ding dong, think of this earlier. Yeah.
You start you start contorting yourself until you can get to that dagger, and cut it free. And it's not long before you have your gear.
So I'm just in the woods.
above the ticks, and you can hear that sound. You can see that the orcs are approaching what looks to be maybe a ravine, and the fire looks like it's on the other side of the ravine.
Okay. Does the area on the other side of the ravine immediately look orky?
No, in fact, as you sort of peer through the night, the dark, dark forest, you think you maybe see a horse over at the other camp.
Like they're trying to sneak up on somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna, first thing, is there a direction for me to run along this ravine that is like away from the orcs?
Yes. You can certainly move to one of their flanks. No problem.
She's gonna move to one of the flanks, and then just with her she's just gonna yell into the night towards the camp. Orcs!
Okay, so let's jump back to where we ended last session. Thora, you could hear ticking somewhere near the camp. You crossed the ravine, and, everything seemed quiet. And as you moved away, you then looked back to see one of these strange shaped orcs looking down the hill at you. And then there was a second and a third and a fourth across the top of the ravine. And you had just decided to turn to run when a voice, which you do not recognize, screams out, "Orcs!" And I'm just going to have everybody roll initiative. Grenna, you included. Everybody's going to roll initiative, and we're going to jump over to our battle map.
Work, battle map. Work.
I'm so sorry. Do you guys mind if I run and grab my dice? That I
You
left
go
downstairs?
right ahead. You go right
Be right
ahead.
Are we each rolling an individual initiative this
Oh,
time?
yeah,
or are
we normally-
doing the
no,
back and forth?
Well, I was thinking because everybody was separate, but let's not do that. Let's have everybody, we'll pick one person to roll initiative.
And we can skip out. Yeah, I can just skip out of turn until I'm in turn.
Yep.
I have no problem with that because there's
not
nothing I
even
can
here.
do from being on
Son
the
of
back
a-
of an owl.
Yeah, so
Gigantic
let's
bird.
have Thora roll initiative because they're coming over the ridge towards Thora.
Okay.
I think.
Lose to a 1.
Did you roll a 1?
Bruh.
When I got.
Not going well.
I got a 3. That was your chance. I got a 3 on initiative. So we do run group initiative here. So I'm gonna have all of the orcs act, and then the entire party will get to act.
This is gonna be awful.
And we'll get some.
All right.
Everybody gets to see my hairy arms.
We'll get some battle music rolling here. And here we go. Okay, so Thora, you hear this scream for orcs. You maybe have just turned to run when you hear bowstrings snap in the woods above. And 3 arrows come flying towards you. The best I got though was a 14.
That hits.
And then the next best I got was a 12.
That does not hit.
Okay, and then the other one was much lower. So an arrow grazes your shoulder as you turn. 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Vhagar,
Where?
you and the gang are on the other side of the ravine. You all of a sudden you wake to the sounds of a voice screaming, "Orcs." Thora is not in the camp, and yourself and Brother Jakob and our young Squire Jacques and Silas all sort of begin to rouse. What does Vhagar do?
First, I don't know. Are you allowing me to sleep in my armors? Just checking.
I feel like in the middle of the woods, you probably had your armor on. I know it's not a comfortable sleep, but you're going to make it work.
Okay. Then I will jump up, flailing and grabbing my sword and getting the boogers out of my eyes. I hear it sounds. There's a new adjective we use in Kingsgate. Does it sound orky?
Does it sound orky?
Yeah, someone yelled orc, and I'm checking to see as we were training in the Fleur de Lis.
Well, 6 charisma, you never know.
You can, in the dark of night, you cannot really see a whole lot. Around your campfire, you can hear that the cry you think came from the other side of the ravine, but you can't see anybody. Like, it's dark down in there.
I'm not going to yell to Thora. That's not how I roll. I will prepare. Jacques, to me. Jakob. And get them to me, and we'll consolidate, I think is what I'll ask. And then I'll try to make a perception check.
Absolutely.
How about that, Mapples?
So
there we go. Yeah.
You rouse the camp, and then I'll let you make a wisdom check to see if you can figure out where your friends are. Thora, what are you going to do?
That's not so good.
I'm here to scream, and I'm going to be like, oh, that's probably a good idea since I'm closer, and maybe possibly they didn't hear that other scream before.
Mm-hmm.
And I will kind of like echo it and scream, orcs, get your asses ready now!
So, Vegard, you hear Thora from the bottom of the ravine yelling.
Derriere, on guard. Ass ready. Yeah, it was just...
Okay. So
French PC in every campaign.
And Alice, what does Alice do? Is Thora running, by the way? Is Thora running back towards camp?
Thora is booking it.
Okay.
Lapping through the forests, just barbarian style.
And Alice, what do you do?
I think she's sprinting towards the fire, just looking for people or that horse, or like just looking for humans.
Absolutely. So that's going to wrap round 1. So now I'm just going to have Tim adjust the map slightly. So what we need to have is Thora about a half to 3/4 of the way across the ravine. We need Alice to just be at the bottom of the ravine. And we need the orcs, with the exception of 5, at the bottom of the ravine.
Ooh. Okay. One moment.
Jeremy, you're so mean.
And there's just Grenna, who's soaring high above the skies on a massive owl with her new elf friend, made from acceptance and love and joy. Not a care in the world. There's no problem when she comes back to camp, or there shouldn't be.
The rest of
No,
us.
I'll be so happy to see me when I come back.
Y'all!
Tim,
me a heart attack.
If there is an orc that could be our shaman, she is one of the 5 on that doesn't go down into the ravine.
Howard. Lead from the front.
Right.
Okay.
Crazy.
We're now going to go on to round 2 while Tim does that. So who would like to roll me initiative for round 2? A D10. Whoever's going to take on the mantle. Who rolled the last one? Thora? Let's have Alice roll this
I failed
one.
miserably.
Let's have Alice roll this one. Roll us your initiative.
Hey, that's a 9.
That's a 9.
Yeah, let's go.
So you guys are going to win initiative this round.
Let's go.
We'll let Tim get all set there.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. So let's start with Thora. What are you going to do? You can hear them running down the ravine after you, Thora. And that's why only 3 arrows you think landed. They're not taking time to shoot arrows. They are in hot pursuit. They are chasing.
I'm still running. I don't feel safe out here by myself, and hearing all the many footsteps behind me, and knowing that they're not even waiting to do ranged attacks. They want up close and personal. I'm gonna still just continue to book it and get back to the rest. We'll be. I feel like more formidable together than separate.
Okay. So Thor just continues to run. How about Alice?
Do I see Thora?
You do, and you've never seen anyone like Thora before. She has horns, and it's difficult to tell in this light, but her skin, you think, is red.
I heard her yelling, though.
Yes. And she's running
Okay.
for the campfire as well.
Okay, I'm gonna get as close as I can to her.
Okay.
Hey, you come here often?
Where did you come from?
From there, from them, with them. I'm not with them, but I came from It's a long story.
It's a long story.
If you're here to fight, we could definitely use the extra hands.
Oh, I got two.
Great. I think that's all we need. I mean, we could use more, but if you're the only one, we'll take what we can get.
Vagar, in the dim shadow of the night, you can now make out, Thora's a big girl. Like, she's no pushover. She got some size to her, so she's crashing across the bottom of the ravine. You can see her at the base of the hill, and there's someone with her that you do not recognize, but is not an orc.
I think I'm not too bright, but if I saw someone run up to Thora, I would booty slide down the ravine and sprint to my friend. I would do the booty scooty.
The booty scooty.
Yes, it's a practice technique
Roll for
when
booty
it's chained.
scooty.
Yes.
You tell me, do you motion for Jacques to follow?
No, Jacques. Yes, I would have Jacques stay. Arrête, Jacques, and then head down.
Okay.
Down the hill.
I don't think Silas would slide down the hill either. I think he's going to stand on the ridge as well.
Yeah, he'd be like, Tim, Vagon, you're stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
What are you doing? Like, why?
So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move Alice, Thora, and Vagar to the bottom of the ridge closest to the campfire. The orcs can also be moved halfway across the ravine. Some arrows are shot, though, and I'm going to roll for those now. Three at Thora again. The best I got was a 16. Then I got a 13 and a 12.
The 16 hits.
Okay, so another arrow. It's just a glancing blow. Only 1 point of damage. And one stray arrow at Alice, perhaps. No, I only got an 11. That doesn't hit, does it?
Peter Pants? They
Okay.
fart and everyone sees?
Okay. Are you wearing your yellow pants, first of all? And then...
I would like to pee my pants.
And then an 11 does not hit, I assume.
No, sorry.
All right. Grenna. Atop this massive owl with your newly found wood elf ally, who is guiding it ever so quickly back towards your camp. Arendor, sort of over his shoulder, he's got his owl mask on, and he's like, "Can you see them in the ravine?"
She's now like she's living it up. She's just looking around being like, wow, I've never seen the world from up here. This is great. And then looks down at the ravine. I really surely hope not that's them.
He says, he tells you to hold on, and he then speaks in Elven to Glitch. And Glitch's wings go from like being out wide and they just fold in, and your stomach lifts up into your throat as this great owl
Oh, that's
just
so
sort of
intense.
like a roller coaster, just like nose dives and like falls past all the trees and then keeps falling because the ravine is a divot as well. And
yeah, she like happenstance, like because she's just kind of sitting there with like, you know, being strapped in. She wraps her hands around Arendor and is like absolutely terrified.
okay, you feel like the ground is coming up way too fucking fast, and then the wings just boom, they're out. They make no noise, and you feel like twigs and detritus across the bottom of the ravine sort of curl up and fly out behind you in Glitch's wake. And those of you who've just reached the bottom of the ravine, you see a large dark shape, just like standing at the side of a highway. A car just whoop. There's no sound, and you see an orc running towards you just get lifted off the ground and disappears down the length of the ravine. Okay, we're going to roll
Are you
initiative.
sure there's no sound?
There's
We didn't hear, we didn't hear Greta probably screaming her head off.
Not quite understanding what's happening yet.
Yeah, like,
Oh my god, the orcs are
I
wings.
mean, like,
absolutely.
So stupid.
she's not chill at this point. She's very scared.
Yeah, absolutely. Grenna is just holding on for her life. You know, though,
Yep.
Arendor has got you strapped onto the saddle. Like, you are attached, but that's of no consequence at this point.
Like to her, she's like, that means nothing.
Let's roll initiative, everyone. Vagard, I think it's your turn to roll for the group's initiative.
Okay.
The orcs are close enough that you could move and attack them this round if you so choose to.
Absolutely. 3.
Oh, and I got a 4. So,
Oh, so close.
Better than me.
We're gonna get the second half of the campaign. The second half of the session, this is all us. Trust
It's
me.
great.
Yeah.
Getting all the bad rolls out.
Yeah, when we're not rolling, it's great. It's great.
so arrows fly again, one at each of you, and I'm gonna say that Thor gets the extra arrow because she's big.
Made her a bigger barbarian, by the way. So there's a larger muscle mommy, a mother of muscle in the middle. That's you.
Chloe!
So
Easy.
Vagard, a 16 does not hit, I assume. Okay, and Alice, a 14, does that hit?
That does not hit.
And then my 2 arrow shots on Thora are a 15 and a 9.
The 15 hits.
Another 1 point of damage. So these arrows are just sort of catching your shoulders or maybe your side and just leaving these grazing wounds as they go by, but nothing's like really hitting you
They're
hard.
more annoying than anything.
Yeah, and that's when
Paper cuts.
the wave of these orcs come at you. All of you have heard stories of the forging of the kingdom during the Orc Wars. You have never seen an orc up close and personal, and they are big, but what takes you back is like some of them have too many arms. Most of them have bat-like heads. Some of them have even like this membrane of skin growing from sort of their elbow to their hip. And many of them sort of, when they run, they sort of lope, like they're not quite comfortable on their feet. And they come crashing into your ranks. I'm going to put 3 of them on each of you this first turn. Vagard.
So mean.
Vagard, 2 14s and a 5.
The shield. They're in the shield as I slide up on my
So
knees.
if
next
you
to
have a medium shield, it is only good against the first 2 attacks, okay? And,
Still,
and then there's too many.
18.
Yep. Thora,
Yeah.
an 11. Well, an 11's the highest roll I got, and that is not a hit.
Nope.
So they come swinging in. You maybe block one with your battle axe. On Alice, a 9, a 2, and an 18. I'm gonna guess the 18 is a hit.
No, my armor class is 30, actually. Yeah.
Actually, Mr. DM,
Oh, actually.
I have a 30
Numbers are
armor
relative.
class. Okay, so you take 5 points of damage as it brings its axe down on you.
Freaking ouch.
And then, Alice, you feel a biting feeling in your side. And suddenly you can see the bottom of the ravine like it's daylight. As the voice whispers something about take my sight. And you can see in the dark. It's now your guys' turn. Let's start with Vhagar.
Sorry.
Yes, I will slide up. Are you wounded? Anybody ever? Are you okay? And just try to get them and then raise the shield. Thora, what is it? What is it? In trying to look to see any orky activity.
Though there's orcs all over you. There's like 3 on.
There's orcs everywhere.
There's 3. There's
Do you not see what is
So-
going on? Why do you need to
there's-
ask?
damage.
There's 3 attacking Vhagar. There's 3 attacking Thora, and there's 3 attacking
Oh, yeah.
this stranger
Yeah.
that you've just
Yes.
met.
I will grip the blade and get to work.
Yes, let's get to work.
That'll not probably do 13 to hit on my first one, but it is super dark and the sun.
13 does
moves
yeah.
into my eye.
13 does not hit.
Rocking my shoe, I'm tired.
13 does not hit. How about
That's
Thora?
what-
Yeah, Thora's going to try to quickly assess out of the 3 that are surrounding her which one would be the easiest to strike down
Okay.
regarding least amount of arms.
Yeah, there's a smaller one in front of you. There's a smaller one in
Yeah,
front of you.
she's gonna go
with
for
only
that one.
with only 2 arms and big bat ears.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna go for that one. With her bastard sword, by the
Okay.
way.
Okay.
No, that's a 2.
Okay, that doesn't hit. Alice?
Oh, my dice are gonna be mean.
Yeah, she's gonna pull hers out too, and maybe go for the same one.
Okay.
It's a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, okay, that's a 19.
That is definitely a hit. How much damage?
I should roll this all at once, shouldn't I?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever works for you.
Six points of damage.
6. How would you like to kill this orc?
Oh, fuck yeah. There is entirely too many arms in this equation. So she lops off the one, does for her clumsy speaking earlier, does kind of a cool little gets to her knees and spins, and then lops off the second arm
Nice.
with an upward strike.
Nice.
And then just right across the
And
middle.
this thing squeals almost like, a pig being slaughtered or something. It's just a horrible sound as it falls to the ground and dies. Grenna, Arendor banks and climbs with Glitch, and as he does that, Glitch lets go of the orc, and you watch as it flies with great speed down the ravine and makes a horrible crunch sound as the body hits a tree and then falls to the bottom of the ravine. And he said, as he's making a turn to make another run at the ravine, he's like, "Should I put you down?"
And she's getting ready to starting to undo the bindings and the harness so
Yeah,
she can
he
kind of,
reaches
just jump off.
He reaches back and grabs a hand and sort of moves it to where there's a release that will just sort of it jettison you. And Glitch again takes a sweeping turn and back down the trench, going in the other direction this time, and again sweeps over, hitting and grabbing an orc. And what does Grenna do at that point?
So Greta's gonna make sure she's completely unharnessed. She's going to put her hand on Arendor's shoulder and say, "Please just don't go far." And when she's kind of in that moment of slow-mo moment of like meeting the party, she's going to kind of jump off of the back of Glitch and hopefully land not in the middle of the orcs that are there, but enough to where she's got some space and can start swinging. And she's swinging wildly at this point. She's just taking out her longsword and she's going.
I love that. Okay, so listen. Knights do have an ability called horsemanship. I realize that this is not technically a horse, but you do get the ability of a fall softly, which says a knight can attempt to take no damage after falling from a mount. So what I would like you to do is give me a dexterity check as you roll off the back of Glitch. And you're gonna be adding your dexterity bonus plus your level.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Hey.
You can describe for us your best superhero landing, I feel, and then take your attack.
Superhero landing. Okay. So I think in that, if we're getting cinematic, there is that moment where like there's the party and they're in the midst of battle and they know that she's there, but they're not giving her attention. And then she's coming in and having that slow pan of like, oh my God, my friends are in trouble. And then she like slowly looks the other way, sees the rest of the orcs that are there. And I think she takes that opportunity to almost kind of like kneel on top of Glitch as much as possible and literally like super swan dive into like the battle and take a roll. And that's how she kind of softens that blow. And stands up and immediately like unsheaths her sword from her back and just swings.
Give me that.
And that's the first attack.
Give me that attack roll, and we'll give you the flank bonus of +2 on this, and another +2 just for surprising the orcs because they did not expect you to be there.
Okay.
So +4.
That is what is that? A 9? A 9 plus 4, which is 13.
13.
And I get an extra +1, so 14.
14. Nice. That is a hit. So give me some damage.
Fuck him up.
That's good damage.
How much?
4.
4. That's enough to do. That's enough to do it.
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, so like just to put the icing on an already delicious cake, like she jumps, she does the spin, and then she takes it out and just like lops their head off, like straight up just cuts it so viscerally clean through, and just screams over to the party, "I'm back, and I brought friends." And she points up to the bird.
And with that, we'll even trigger your knight's inspirability if you want.
Yeah, that would be dope. I haven't used that yet.
So what's your charisma modifier for Grenna?
It is 2.
So the entire party, anybody within 30 feet of Grenna, gets a +2 on all their attacks.
Oh, nice. Delicious.
Goodness.
Okay.
Thank you, Grenna. Glad to have you back.
And
Good to be back.
you notice another orc disappears from the ravine floor. So we killed 2, and 2 have gone astray. Okay. I'm also going to say that Silas from atop the ridge casts Magic Missile.
Yes, he does.
Channeling his energy, and 2 bright streaks of light come from the top of the hill. That is a total of 8 damage, so that kills another orc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the kid, Jacques, shoots his crossbow and hits an orc.
Yes.
Go Shock.
Go kid.
Okay, so
Yeah, go with the kid.
So, Tim, before we roll initiative, I need you to do a couple adjustments on the battlefield. So, first of all, there should be 2 less orcs around the group at the bottom of the hill. So there should only be 7 orcs there now. Does that work? Is there 7 there?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to put in another 5 orcs reach that fray, bringing that total to 12 on 4 of you. And then, if my math is right, so that's that. There's 12 and 6. Actually, there might not be enough to do that, right? There's 4 on top of the hill. Have you got all the orcs in combat now?
Yeah, there was a 20 total. There's 5 back here, and there's 7, 11 on us now. Wait,
Yep.
7?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, 11.
That is my math as well. Thank you. Okay. Grenna, now that you're in the thick of it, let's have you roll initiative for the party.
We D10. I got one of those. That's a 6.
And I got a 7, unfortunately. So they
Oh,
are
are you serious?
they are going to go first. It is a complete melee now at the bottom of the hill. All of you I'm going to give flank bonuses to when you attack, but I'm also giving flank bonuses to all the orcs when they attack, because it is just an absolute mob down there, as, you know, blades and axes are swinging about. So there's 11 of them, so we're going to start with... so we're going to do 3 on everybody, but I'm going to say that there's only 2 on Grenna, because she is the last to enter the fray. So 2 on Grenna. I've got a 13 and a much lower 7. Does a 13 hit, Grenna? I didn't think so. And on Alice, my best roll on you is a 15, and then my next best roll is a 7. Would a 15 hit?
15 hits.
So you take another 4 damage.
Youch.
Thora, a 16, an 11, and a 9. So I think the 16 hit.
The 16 hits.
Ooh, another 4 damage, Thora.
Okay.
And Vhagar.
No, thank you.
Well, a 9 and a 5, those don't hit. But I think my natural I think my nat 20 hit you. I think my nat 20 hit you, unfortunately.
Oh.
So you're sort of fighting the 2 off with your shield, and this guy comes at you from the side and just winds up and puts it right between your shoulder blades. So that is 4 doubled 8 points of damage to Vhagar.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta find my HP. Okay.
Okay. And then arrows fly, but not at you guys. They're not looking to hit their own people. They shoot across the ravine and over at the camp.
Oh, crap.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Where your cleric and squire and horses and ponies are currently all. And because you're all in the bottom of the ravine, I'm not going to tell you the results of that. You just see...
Oh, no!
You just hear arrows fly overhead. Okay. And, then, one of the orcs that you guys are fighting from the 11... oh, no, I already did that. Oh, no, I haven't this round. Okay, so it's your guys' turn.
It's
Vhagar.
very hard to map when there is a fuck ton of orcs. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. It's fantastic.
Just assume it's rugby.
I
It's
feel-
mud rugby.
I feel like it's very representative of the chaos that's happening in the bottom of the ravine right now. Like you're just seeing bodies and you're swinging weapons and yeah, there's a lot going on.
Sweet, delicious.
Vhagar, what would you like to do?
Oh yeah, I mean just swing and hope I don't see like long pretty hair. I'm aiming for, I'm aiming for the weird bat face dudes.
So you're getting +2 to flank in this melee, and you're also getting +2 for Grenna's inspiration.
It's a That is now a 25 then.
Well,
right?
then that is very much a hit. Give me some damage. Give me some sugar, baby.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Also, just so
Here
it's
comes the
mentioned,
sugar, baby. All right,
thanks
that
to
is.
Canadian Gamer, we all got an extra reroll each, except for Tim, who got 2.
Oh my goodness.
Just so you know.
Oh, that is very nice of you. Is it because of my weird sock coif?
That's exactly what it is.
So everyone has two rerolls, and Tim has 3 rerolls. And someone, whoever did the first batch, said I get a reroll too. Are DMs allowed to have a reroll? I'm taking it.
No, it's no.
I'm taking it. CK, pardon me.
Voting,
CK.
it's a democracy in Toronto.
Yeah, Tim, you cleave this orc. So another dies.
Oh, Greta, it's good to see you back. That was super sick, but we'll talk about it later.
It's the only response she can give.
Fight.
Thora, go ahead and attack.
I'm gonna fight. Who?
Thora can attack, and she gets
Okay.
+2 for flank
So-
and +2 for inspiration, so a +4 in total.
So what she is actually going to do, she is going to hold her bastard sword, and she's going to basically get in like a stance. She's gonna breathe in and go scream and use intimidate.
Oh, and use your barbarian ability to intimidate? Yes.
Yeah.
And then at your level, can you
Just, like,
still
scream in their
only do
faces.
1 person? Hold on a
No,
second.
I can do 2 now.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to ask one of my fellow castle keepers at one point whether that is your action, because I don't count that as your action. So go ahead and give me a Constitution check, and then take your attack.
Okay.
Hang on. I've got that really bad zoom going on right now.
So it's mod plus level, or just mod?
No, mod Constitution bonus plus your level bonus.
Okay, so that is going to be a 19 prime.
19 prime. Well, yeah. Two of the orcs clearly have been disheartened. They
More like orcs.
so 2 of them are terrified of you, Thora. And then go ahead and take your attack. And I assume you don't hit them,
Okay.
so that you can keep them intimidated.
Oh yeah, I'm going for the one that didn't flinch from me yelling in their faces, basically.
Sure.
So we have +4 to all our attack rolls.
Yes,
correct?
that's correct. Plus
Okay,
2 because the
alright.
melee just everybody's flanked, and +2 for Grenna's nightly inspiration.
A 13.
Yep, that's a hit.
Oh, awesome. Okay. That's going to... What the hell is that? Oh, okay. That's 5 points of damage.
And that kills another one.
Yes.
So we're 2 for 2. So we're down to
After
9.
After I cleave it from shoulder to hip,
Yeah.
I immediately look over at the other 2 that I intimidated.
Nice.
Give a little bit of extra
Nice.
intimidation.
Nice. Yeah, they're wearing their brown pants, fortunately. Alice, what would you like to do?
She's gonna do a much less intimidating, simpering sort of yell and attack.
Okay. We applaud simpering here. That's okay. That's a $10 word, by the way. 16. That's a
Yeah.
hit. How much damage?
I forgot that I do an additional +3 against humanoids.
Yes, you do.
Okay, humanoids.
That's how rangers roll.
Yeah, this is 11 points of damage.
Nice. Well, there is no orc left.
Yeah.
There is no orc left, which brings us down to 8. Grenna.
Another one? Gosh.
Yeah, she's just, keeping stance and just kind of pivoting and swinging upon another one.
Nice,
So,
nice.
let's get-
Tim's getting his cardio, just the number of times we make him stand up and...
Here, I'm here.
He's getting more cardio.
I was just saying,
actually.
we need to give Tim like a
That's a
real life
dirty
squire
20.
named Doc.
Well, a dirty
just
20 is a hit, Grenna. How much damage?
That's gonna be 5 points of damage this time.
Nice, that's another orc down. So there should be only 7 You've now brought the numbers down to 7 against you.
Good work.
Silas begins to weave magic and cast his magic missile again.
Yes.
This time you don't see it come down into the valley. It shoots like the arrows came across, and these fire right back straight across at something on the other side of the valley.
It's like a secret battle within a battle.
It really makes me think.
Yeah, battleception.
You guys like my
We all
Silas?
kind of have a
name?
battle inside.
Yeah.
Handsome Silas.
Silas on the ridge. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, they're doing
Flowy
him his
hair.
best.
Oh, look at him.
What are you doing up there?
love
What are you
this
doing,
angle.
Silas? What you doing?
We'll have to tease him. We'll have to tease him. Okay. And then you guys, as you stand there, you know, your cloaks sort of get blown back. Your hair maybe jostles a bit as these soft wings flush like maybe a foot or two above your heads, and another orc just disappears down the ravine into the darkness.
Okay, bye-bye.
Can I assume that the thing's friendly?
Oh no, he's very friendly. I promise.
That's awesome. I thought for a second that the orcs grew wings. I'm really glad that that's not the case.
So,
Ah!
Tim, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
So while you're up, not only there should be 6 left. 2 of them turn and run because they've been intimidated by Thora, and they're losing a fair number of casualties here. So they retreat. Thora, I will give you an attack of opportunity on one of them as they leave your, because they're
Oh,
just
heck yes,
they're
I'm
just
taking it.
they're just running.
I'm taking it. Let's see.
Go.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Well, that is a hit. How much damage?
And then that is going to be 10 points of damage.
He's dead. He's dead. So we should have 4 left in the bottom of the ravine. There should be a 5th one in the bottom of the ravine retreating.
Should have been 30 orc.
Tim, while you're up, Moose would like a pop, please.
Moose would like a what?
A pop.
Oh, ha. That's not funny, Moose.
Moose, you can have it, but you have to sing to Tim. You have to sing My Little Soda Pop.
And
I second it.
All right, let's roll initiative. I think everybody's had a turn to roll initiative now for the party. Let's have Alice roll this one.
I was doing it. Okay.
'Cause
7.
I think we've gone all the way around. I got an 8. Okay, so the one continues to retreat to the other side. The 4 in the bottom, we're not going to give anybody, you or them, flank bonuses anymore because you've now evened out your numbers and it's like a one-on-one situation. So Vagard, a 6 doesn't hit you. A 1 does not hit Thora. A 17 might hit Grenna. I don't know. No, she's armored. She is armored.
Let's go.
Not today,
Yup.
Big Sarge.
I'm just mean mugging him.
I feel like this is unfair, but Alice, I rolled a nat 20 on you. Welcome to the game, Grace. Take this 20.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna live. It's gonna be fine.
Okay,
We're gonna roll
it'll be
one.
fine. I rolled a 6, so we're going to double that up to 12 points of damage.
You know something? I had exactly 12 hit points left.
Really?
Alice goes down.
Alice, as this axe buries into your sort of midriff, it catches you just below the breastplate. You hear that whisper, and
Can I flavor it?
yeah, flavor.
Unless you have something.
No, you go. You go.
She sees it coming. She sees she's not going to block it. I think that she wants to lean into the hit to see if she can try to cut this thing out.
Oh, interesting.
Her belief of what's happening, I don't know if this is true. This might totally be not what's happening at all. She thinks that there's a leech inside of her. She thinks they put something in her. So she's going to lean into the hit to try to
Absolutely.
carve this thing out of her.
I'm gonna allow that. So you hear it begin to whisper. It says something about in its embrace, you will feel life again. And then the voice like just goes away as the axe not only cleaves your stomach but also cleaves the thing that's whispering to you. And down you go. You're at 0 hit points though. You're not dead. You're just at 0.
Yeah.
You're just at 0. So
You're
down.
mostly dead.
You're mostly
Family Guy
dead.
on the mud.
You're mostly dead. Okay.
You're mostly dead.
So to start the turn off, on your guys' side of things, actually, I will not finish their turn. The ones on the ridge on the far side, you all hear a horn blow. A low rumbling, like, and it just sort of reverberates through the woods as the horn just gets blown for it seems like an eternity it's going on for. And then we're going to start your guys' turn now. You guys see that last one that was running across the ravine. Suddenly that big dark shape that keeps making passes, it doesn't make a pass this time. It just sort of crashes on top of this thing. And you see an enormous owl bury its talons into the retreating orc. And Arendor slides off the saddle onto the floor of the ravine with you. And it's your guys' turn now. There are, if my count is correct, there are still 4 orcs. There's 1 for each of you, with the exception of Alice, because Alice just went down. So let's start with Grenna. You don't have the +2 for flank, but you still have the +2 for your inspiration.
Perfect. What she's going to do movement-wise is she's going to position herself in front of Alice's dead freaking body. Well, her downed body.
Yeah.
But what she's assuming could be a dead body. And so there's this barrier. She wants to make a barrier so
I love that.
She can't get hit again.
Yep.
That is a 11, 12, 13, and then I have 14, 15, 16.
That is totally a hit.
One is 17. Yeah, 17.
How much damage?
Oh, let's figure that out together. That's 7 points of damage. Heck yes.
Another orc goes down. Well done. Well done. There's 3 left. Thora?
Yeah, you said there's still 1 on me?
Yes, there is.
And that one is not intimidated.
No. The two
Or
that you
one of the
2 that you intimidated ran. You cut one down with your attack of opportunity, and then Glitch, the giant owl, pounced on the other one.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at the one that's on me with my bastard sword. I would like to use a reroll, please.
Absolutely. You have 2, so you're down to 1.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm bad dice. Bad dice. Not any better.
Fantastic.
No, that's not gonna hit. I rolled a 3. That's not gonna hit.
Okay, so you miss. Vagar?
I will, not disengage, but I'm going to accept the opportunity attacks from these 2 turds that I'm fighting now, and then move to where the barrier is. Put my back to, as Grenna's facing outwards, I'm going to take a knee next to our fallen new comrade, and I'll say, Grenna, in the wise words of one of my masters, Montel Jordan, Sir Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. And I will put 4 lay on hands into our friend.
I think that sounds good.
Get up! The fight is not over, dear friend.
4 hands! Oh my god, orcs!
So there is only 1 orc on you, so you'll get 1 attack of opportunity, which I rolled a total of 13. I don't think that is a hit.
No, you're going to have to swing better like that, like my old master, Sir Montel Jordan.
So when you get to Alice, she has a massive wound across her midsection, and as you lay on hands and you watch the wound knit shut, you see one of those leeches. There is a hole where it buried its head in her, but it was cleaved by the axe as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will cleave it over there.
Okay.
And then I will,
Absolutely.
Alice kills herself.
Raiders.
Silas fires the magic missiles across the ravine, and you hear the horn suddenly go silent. So, like, the horn's blasting, and then you see him again pull magic in and shoot it. The two darts of light shoot across, and the horn just abruptly ends. Whoever was blowing it is no more. Okay, and Father Jakob is sliding down on his what did we call it before?
Booty scooty.
The booty
Booty
scooty.
scooty.
The booty
Yes,
scooty. I should be better at saying that as a Canadian. Booty, no do to boot it. The booty scooty. Down he comes in there with his booty scooty.
Scoots boot.
It's the scoop of the voice for me. It's the way that the word sounds like I'm going down a slide, and it's yes.
Okay, I think we're on to initiative again. Thora, you want to give us a roll this time? Who did it last time?
I did it last time.
Okay, so let's do Thora this time.
Oh my god! I rolled another one.
And I rolled a 9, so they are definitely going first. So these 3 orcs attack. One on Grenna. Actually, 2 on Grenna. A 5 and a 19.
19 will actually hit, surprisingly.
Wow. 4 points of damage.
So. Okay.
And 1 attack on Thora. A 13. I don't think that hits.
No.
Okay. So, it's now your guys' turn. Grenna, you want to lead us off?
Yeah, I think.
Unless Thora wants to go. Like, you guys, I don't want to.
Nope.
If you got a plan, you work your plan.
Yeah, I think since there were a few moments in between when I see, because Thora went after Grenna, so when I see Thora kind of miss on that hit, there's this pivot around Alice's body to kind of get more in line with where Thora is, and I want to swing at the one that's pressing on her.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make that attack.
Over. 14.
That is a hit. How much damage?
7 points of damage again.
That is another dead orc. You guys have done
I think
fantastic.
she's just gonna look at Thora and just nod like, I gotcha.
Thora, your turn.
I would like to. How I'm picturing this. When she misses, she's kind of hoping that she kind of like swings a little bit too hard and kind of like twirls herself around, and she sees, the father booty sliding down the ravine.
Yep.
She definitely wants to go and make sure that he doesn't get hit while he tries to get Alice up, because that's where she thinks that he is headed.
Yeah.
So she's going to go and then she'll see Grenna kind of take over from where Thor led, and then she'll just back up, like disengage, and then go kind of like intervene.
Okay. So no one's getting to Father
Yeah,
Jakob without going through you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much.
I like that. Vhagar, you have laid hands on Alice, and her eyes open. Alice, you sort of become conscious, and we didn't really talk about this ahead of time, Grace, but this world is not particularly magic heavy. So, like, when people perform stuff like this, it's pretty fantastic. So the fact that you can feel like, as Vhagar sort of removes his hands, you can feel like your body sort of stitching itself back together with his magic. Yeah, that's never happened before.
It is on the house, and I'll stand up and start swinging.
Oh, okay.
Where are you?
And and maybe this is the first time you've maybe noticed that you're this close to Vhagar. He wears the mark of the fleur-de-lis. He's a Kingsguard.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Vhagar. Take your attack.
Got it on Etsy.
Look who's seen my bag.
Fit check. Fit check for your napalm era there, Vhagar.
What's that?
Fit check for your napalm era. I'm quoting.
Oh my god.
It's okay. Give the man some credit. That was a modern reference. That was great.
Yeah.
Current.
My
That
da-
was so
my
slick.
my daughter
That
and
was
I have
so
watched that
slick.
show more times this summer than I care to admit, and I have enjoyed it every time. I've enjoyed it
It's
every
so
time.
good.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, Vhagar, enough about our new obsessions. What do you do?
Brenna is still in combat, so I will.
Yeah, so I
will
don't
go-
know if Alice got up, but I'm like right by you guys. I literally moved around to be almost like right next to you and
Yeah,
right by her
I
head.
want you just to imagine that Grenna is standing right in front of Alice. There's 2 orcs in front of Grenna, and you guys are just behind her. And
17
Thora
hit,
Thora
no
has sort of
orbs
backed up
affecting-
to guard the priest. 17 is a hit. How much damage?
9
9 kills that orc.
Okay.
Okay. How about you, Alice?
Do I have hit points?
Yes, you have. I think Vhagar gave you 4.
Or
Okay. She kind of like staggers to her feet. She's kind of like feeling her, stomach and stuff. What the hell?
Yeah.
And she attacks. the
And
next
before
one.
you attack, you also notice the bottom of the ravine is dark again. You can't see in the dark anymore. And
Ooh.
but you don't hear the whispers anymore.
Okay.
You have a serious case of the worms.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, cats. Am I right?
Living remote, eating stuff off the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think she will go for the
Okay.
for the orc.
So she steps up beside Grenna and attacks.
Mhm.
And you get +2 to hit because of Grenna.
Sweet.
natural 20. Natural 20.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Give me some. So roll your damage and then double it for us.
I died by the natural
Yeah.
20.
Love that. Love that.
That's a 5 doubled to 10 plus my strength, which is 2 for 12 plus 3 because they're orcs for 13 points of damage.
Okay. And with that, the bottom of the ravine is motionless. There are no more orcs. And the night sort of creeps back in amongst you. And whatever orcs were on the ridge are no longer there.
Okay.
Okay. So the party is now together. So just to be clear, we have, because with Grace being new, there is Grenna the Knight, Thora the Tiefling Barbarian, Vhagar the Paladin / Knight Kingsguard. There is Brother Jakob, an older gentleman who appears to be a cleric, who follows the god of light and knowledge, Orion. And there's a young boy who appears to be a squire. There is a very big owl, and its rider is a wood elf.
Have I died? Is this the afterlife?
No.
Oh no.
No,
far
don't do
from
that
it.
to her. No.
Is it
Your
really?
life. Your life. We're life. That happened. That was real.
Oh. Oh,
Are you all right?
I think so. Thanks to you. Thanks to you all.
Do you have a name?
Alice Tully. And you and you all?
I'm Grenna. And she's gonna kind of motion to the other people to introduce themselves.
Hey, guard.
She'll, Thora.
The
I'm
young
glad that
the
the orc
young
decided to pick on you.
the young teenage boy sort of gives you a quirky smile. He's like, Jacques. The old man introduces himself as Jakob. And
Jakob,
then
she needs aid.
and then the elf who has like a very simple mask that makes him look sort of like an owl. From beneath the mask, you hear him say that his name is Arendor.
And that's Glitch. She points to the bird.
Who is, by the way, just shredding orcs. Like,
It's
Yeah.
mealtime. It's
Yeah.
dinner. It's breakfast.
yeah.
Rich and I are of a mind.
She's got new things to play with.
Jakob will cast 2 Cure Light Wound spells on to Alice for a total of 7 and 4, 11 hit points back.
Ooh, we really
Delicious.
like that.
Love it.
I will provide my last 2 lay on hands as well. I was saving it just in case someone else ate it along the way.
Okay, so another 2 hit points.
Wait.
Perfect.
Are you all mages?
No.
Powerful ones?
Oh yeah, we forgot about Silas.
Yes, Silas comes down. And this
Yeah.
this is Silas. No, he's honestly the only mage here. The other ones have divine power by other means, but I don't have any myself. Dora, do you? She's like questioning and quirking her head towards you.
I will swing my bastard sword and kind of like hook it over my shoulder. I'm like, this is the only power I need.
It's formidable. And you jumped off glitch.
Aye.
Off a glitch in
I've
the
never
air.
done that before. I've never flown on Glitch before. I've known them, and she motions to Erendor and Glitch. I've known them for 24 hours. We all have. So this is a very interesting moment that you're meeting us in. But all that aside, what are you doing here? Are you alone?
I wasn't supposed to be.
But
yeah,
you
you
are
said
now?
you were with the orcs.
I was captured by them. I'm looking for my brother.
Who's your brother?
Philip Tully. He had joined that cult of Istus and disappeared. And I worry that something terrible might have happened. I've been finding his tracks and traces of him across the woods, but then the orcs.
Mox is not
Orcs
here
along
to
my
play
path.
Silas, but I can tell you that when you mention Istus, Silas probably glowers at you a little bit.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, and Silas has a patch over one of his eyes.
Okay.
It is okay. He is brooding, but he's very sweet. Just get part, the brooding part. It's a very sweet man.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel about the cult of Istus too, with seeing just how all of this has turned out for Philip and for me.
When's the
Need
last
to
time
warm
you saw your
yourself next
brother?
to the fire.
I've been on the road for about three days now. I just came from Kingsgate.
Please rest.
What was that?
Please rest. Come with us.
Everyone, when Alice
Thank
says 3 days, it looks much longer than that to all of you. Like she's really sort of disheveled and filthy and yeah.
Yeah, well, considering how long it took us to track through the woods to get to this point, like there is the little like, I'm gonna let that go. Like I'm gonna not press this woman about this comment. But yeah, to mimic what our paladin is saying, she's gonna kind of like with open arms be like, please come back to the fire. Now that things have settled, maybe we can make some food.
Powerful and generous. Thank you all. For this and for helping. Thank you. You could have ran. Thank you.
Well, I mean, if there's somebody else caught up in this cultist business, then, you're welcome by us. We kind of are a little lost in it. There's a lot going on. We could probably fill you in, but you better probably be sitting.
Please, yes, let's go. I've been talking about myself blabbering on. What brings you all here? And she's going to kind of look with everyone, go up the ravine and
Yeah.
camp.
And as you guys make your way up the ravine, Jacques, the squire, scampers up ahead of everyone when he's heard like food is to be prepared. He is on top of that right away, getting pots and pans and things like that out and getting things rolling. And Erendor, the elf, and Jakob sort of hang back a bit and chat as everyone makes their way up onto the ravine.
Before we go to the ravine, do any of the orcs have hair? Like braided hair?
I would like to look around loot.
I'm not gonna say that you don't find anything with I mean, they have hair, yes, but it's not braided.
Yeah. Is it long enough for me to cut like a lock off?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. She's going to cut her first ceremonious lock of black goat, like
Okay.
fighting. Like she's
So-
gonna keep that. That's
so-
the first time she's fought enemies of the black goat.
So everyone's working their way up the hill, and Jakob and Arendor are speaking, and you walk over to a body, Grenna, and you cut the hair off it. And as you do that, you watch as one of these worm things detach from the orc and sort of begin to crawl across the ground. And you notice that, like, there's a lot of them crawling across the ground in the ravine right now.
Yeah. She's gonna turn around and call back. Hey, we're not done yet. Yeah, and
My
she's just
female
gonna
sound.
start, stomping and like taking her long sword and just kind of like stabbing the ones as they're walking through.
Yeah.
We hold
It's
a
important that
conversation
we
while
kill
we're
these.
stabbing them and they're screeching. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also from Kingsgate. This is great.
Yeah.
Each one of these worms sort
Yeah.
of lets out a little screech, and then you watch as like one of them gets a little too close to Glitch, but like an animal that's maybe afraid, like even though it maybe can't hurt Glitch, like he loses his mind. He like is scratching the ground with his claws. Absolute overkill on this thing as it comes near him, and his big like yellow eyes
Yeah.
like looking about. And again, just for scale, like Glitch is like the size of 2 horses. He is not a small owl.
He's
Feel a
huge.
precious bean.
He is
And,
very big.
To kind of give a little more credence to that moment, while we're kind of going around and like stomping these things and just kind of like having casual chit chat, you see that Grenna takes off her helm, and the most ornate thing about her is her helm. She has the true helm of the Eglantine Order, which is these black metal, very ornate. It's got the ponytail and everything, but there are iconographies of roses hidden amongst it that are just faint enough to see, not in this light, but in another light. And she takes the fake ponytail off, and she affixes the lock of hair onto it that she got from the orc. And she kind of just like puts the helm back on and flips it up. But there is like this, she kind of keeps to herself in that moment. And for anybody at home, the Eglantine Order is an order of knights that are sworn to fight corruption and rot and the denizens of the Black Goat, which is what we are assuming these orcs are from. So for her to do that and to have her first ceremony of battle with these denizens is really big for her. So she's kind of just taking a moment and just really enjoying that while crushing these tiny little leeches with her friends.
Yep, absolutely. So it's not long before you think you've gotten them all. No one's counting for a precise count, but like you don't see any more around. And it's not long before you find yourselves on the ridge of the ravine around the campfire. Everyone sitting. Glitch, Arendor has taken Glitch's saddle off, and Glitch is somewhere. He's probably close, but he's not there in the camp with you. Your horses are terrified of Glitch when he comes around. So the horses and the ponies are far calmer while he's not sort of there. So I'll leave you to it. You're around the camp.
I would say Brute
the sun is
actually
almost
really
up
wants
now.
to be friends with him. I say Brute would actually really like to be friends with him. He's never
That's right.
seen another animal as big as he is, and he's really interested.
Yeah, so Alice,
It looks
when
like-
Alice reaches the camp, she notices like there's a horse for each person, but Thora's horse is what's called a Galengard stallion, and he is much bigger. And you've heard tales of the barbarians of Galengard in the south, and like their horses are they're sacred. They're more than family. They're a part of them. So clearly Thora is from across the channel and to the south. And then there's a couple ponies. One belongs to Jacques. The other one belongs to Brother Jakob because he's not a rider. So yeah, there's lots of horses, and there's piles of feed and food and everything at the camp. So it's comfortable here for the time being.
I think she would say to Thora, just kind of striking up conversation, "That's a beautiful animal."
Thank you. He has been the other part of my soul since I have, raised him from my tribe. We we do everything together. We adventure together. My grazing, I cannot imagine my grazing without him.
So you both come a long way then.
Oh yes, we traveled very, very far from Galengard, where my tribe is located. And for my rite of passage from my tribe, we go on our grazings, and I happen to land myself in a situation which landed myself with the group. So and it's just been one crazy thing after another. But honestly, I couldn't imagine it any other way. I will have so many stories to tell when I go back to my tribe.
Is that what a grazing is? Going out and getting stories? And
It's more like a rite of passage for the barbarian. You go, you gain experience, you get stronger, you have stories to tell, and when you get back, and if your stories are if they show just how much of a warrior that you have become from leaving to coming back, it's more like a ritual of sort, and they it's just a rite. It's an amazing rite of passage with my tribe.
that answers the question that was in the back of my mind. I've heard that Gorengale is a beautiful country. I wondered why anyone would choose to leave. But it seems that's part of what makes it so special.
Yes, it is. They took me in when I was just a tiny little tiefling, and they have raised me. They have taught me their ways, and I am so grateful to have been included. Just considering of what I am, my race, just to be included and wholly accepted. No matter what kind of race you are, if you have the heart of a barbarian, you are one of them.
So barbarian is a good thing. Where I come from,
Absolutely.
barbarian means something different.
Oh, but barbarian is amazing. It may sound a little crude and rash, but it's just barbarian. It means that you hit hard, and you don't wear a lot of armor, but that it helps you with the crushing and the smashing and the slashing.
That's admirable.
Well,
I like
thank
the
you.
crushing and the slashing and the smashing, and you're very good at it.
Oh, well, thank you. I try. Sometimes I do get a little bit over swingish, but you can't hit every swing, unfortunately.
Yet.
Yeah, that's correct.
Jacques is dishing out the food to everyone as you chat.
So what brings you all here to this place?
Well, like I mentioned back in the ravine, we're doing a little bit of list A and list B and list C. Silas, who is like brooding in the corner, just like eating his food by
in
himself.
like the shadows of the camp.
Yeah. He had sort of this vision, epiphany, and we kind of thought that it was pointing us to go into the wood to figure it out. And then while we were about to leave, the Darkwood Abbey, which is where I'm from, we were told that there could potentially be orcs and that the Black Goat could potentially be rising again. So going into Silathalor was a little bit of trying to do both at once. Though we are still kind of lost, we don't really have a direction, and I'm going to be quite honest, that battle really did put my heart into my feet. So I don't know what we're doing here, to be honest, but we made a new friend and made another new friend, so I think we're doing something right.
Normally, fate is not really something that's a part of, the visions of more important people than I have not brought a lot of happiness to me or mine ever. But I'm very glad that your vision brought you here tonight.
Aye.
Mox, when you speak about visions, he's like, and fate, I feel like he grumbles something under his breath about damn the gods, and maybe even spits on the ground or something. Like he's really, you could tell it's not his bag, baby. Oh, a raid from
thank you
Lord
for the
Basuma.
raid.
Thank you.
Hey, Raiders!
Raid! How's it going? I'm just gonna do a shout out really quick.
Absolutely, in they come.
Not a bunch of orcs.
Tell us about your stream. How was it? Thanks for coming in
Pip
here.
is in there. Rachel, how you
Let's
doing, Rachel?
go.
Good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you in forever.
It's a good crowd.
Buddies.
It's a good crowd.
It's a great crowd. They're the best.
Arendor will say, this part of the wood has become infected, and its guardian lost to the goat, we think.
And that is let's see.
Vhagar, Grenna, Thora, they were going to assist me in putting an end to it.
Trying to.
Vhagar thinks he might be able to heal the Guardian.
We, W-E, might be able to remove some of these leeches. But if you don't mind, I'm going to count my blessings from the spell, if you can excuse me. Some of us have our rituals for the prizes of the black goat. I'm going to speak with the gods for a moment, and he's going to go off to the side and bury his sword in the ground, take a knee, and put his head on the base of the sword.
Tell them thank you.
Yes, bienvenue.
Okay. I'll say that Brother Jakob also goes off to attend to his prayers for the day. The sun is up now, and the canopy of Sila Thalor blocks out most of it, but light dapples in here and there. It's not so dark down here anymore. You guys all know that if the stories of the orcs are true, they don't like daylight. They have a hard time with bright light. So you feel a little bit more at ease that the sun, has arrived. Arendor goes on and tells you that the guardian of this area of the wood is known as Nulthara, and Nulthara is a spider of great size and power, and that her servants have fled the wood for the most part. Many spiders were witnessed fleeing, both by the elves as well as our party here. He says that, and last time on Dungeons and Dragons, last time on Castles and Crusades, we actually fought one of Nulthara's shepherds, an ettercap, a couple ettercaps actually, and that cave lies not far from here, and there was a sinkhole inside that cave that you were told would lead down to Nulthara's lair. Arendor suspects that the leeches, or worms, or whatever they are, likely are clouding Nulthara's mind or corrupting her in some way.
Maybe there is something to this whole fate business after all. If there's somewhere that you all are looking to go, I'm pretty good at getting around and finding things that are hard to find. If I can help you get there, I will. I have a strange feeling that it's all connected.
What about your brother?
I just have a feeling.
Right? Well, you're more than welcome to travel.
That'd be great.
Agreed. The quicker we can find our way there, I think the better. The more time we can save.
Right?
So we're looking to find this sinkhole.
We know where the sinkhole is, and it should have tunnels that lead to where Nulthara's lair is. But I don't know in what state we'll find her.
Well, then we must make haste.
Do we know
Can
if
she fit on the
spiders
back
like
of-
flowers? Or souvenirs?
No harm in trying. Arendor?
He's not sure. He says Nulthara, takes what Nulthara wants. But
Is it a god?
no, not in that sense. She's revered as a spirit of Silathalor, and she does protect this area of the wood. This is her realm. There are other guardians, but her children flee from her now, and her webs are not what they were. There's some sort of corruption in her. We'll only know once we go down the sinkhole.
How bad could it be?
We survived it once. If that makes you feel better.
They're just worms.
Do we let...
In theory.
Well, and so far we know we killed everything in the cave. So nothing really to worry about. Possibly sneaking up on us again.
Is
Not.
Alice still wounded?
Oh, is she?
She's not back up to full health. But she's not far off from it. She's walking a lot better, just a little bit of a limp, I think, probably.
We delve into this cave without a rest. I understand your desire to find your brother. Are you comfortable with the risk of being wounded? Jakob not having some of his mana?
Same as Silas.
Same with Silas. Dear, sweet Silas.
I know I would like to take at least a nap.
If what we're going to face is only technically not a god, then I think maybe it would be good to maybe get a little bit of rest. If that's
I would
okay with
definitely
you.
like a rest. No, I definitely need a rest. Those arrows might not have hurt. They might have been grazes, but they hurt.
I want to take a chance to nod Grenna to the side and kind of with our backs to everybody. Just have a... there is a stranger in our camp. It's not the woman that we just healed. It's off to the side. You were gone last night. I would like to ask you what impulse made you leave us. Did you discover anything? Yes, I
DM.
I trust you.
What did I leave for again? I'm gonna be real honest.
So
He was communicating. He was communicating. I
Arendor-
just want to make sure I'm remembering correctly because I don't remember.
So
He was
Arendor
communicating
wanted
to the
commu-
wood elves.
Yes, Arendor wanted to go to the darkwood tree that you found, which wood elves can use, kind of like a long distance phone call. They can communicate from one darkwood tree to another, and he wanted to go there to essentially like make contact.
Warn of the orcs, wasn't it?
Make contact.
Like make contact and warn them that
Exactly.
I had seen orcs. Okay, that I was. Okay.
And
Yeah,
you
you said all that. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that is
I mean, I
good
say all of
reason.
it.
but I think
a good
Grenna
reason to
also,
talk.
I think I don't want to make an assumption here, but I think Grenna also kind of got romanced by the idea of riding on this massive owl.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
And was like, I'm totally going.
She's
I'm
fascinated
totally
by
going
the
for the
owl.
ride. I'm totally going for the ride.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he was
She
like,
doesn't
you
make
want to
mention
ride?
of
Yes,
that, though. I
yes.
think she just leaves it as, like, okay.
It's just like Space
You
Mountain.
know, I really just was curious. He said that he could talk to a tree and that others could hear him, and I was very confused by that fact. And then I also wanted to make sure that I knew how to work the saddle should we ever need to fly glitch without him. Because now I know that 2 people can fit on a saddle. So, benefits.
He just smiles. I'm happy that you've returned to us.
I honestly
Question,
did not
Jeremy.
expect this all to happen, so I do apologize.
Yeah, go ahead, Thor.
Did Brute and Glitch, start? I guess like what animals like do when they meet in like another one, like they start like getting a little frisky and they start playing together and like.
Yeah, Glitch
Are
is
they
not.
engaging positively?
Glitch
Yeah,
is not around.
positively.
Glitch is not around to do that. We can certainly. Don't worry. We will add that. We will add that to the story. But right now, that's not
Okay.
happened yet.
Okay.
Our big
I
fluffy
didn't know if they had
owl and
done
our
that.
big horse have not gotten to play
Are you trying to make another centaur?
yet.
No. Boo! Centaurs!
Let's take. You know what? Let's pause there for a moment. Let's take a quick break. And when we come back, you guys can make your way into the sinkhole.
Can we take a nap before then? Can we wake up from a nap?
Yeah, well, I'll allow the party to do some patching up
Gaslighting the
after the orc fight. So we'll be right back, everybody. Stick around, and there's all kinds of more crazy stuff to come.
Woo, woo, woo.
Står jorden vinner kalle.
quickly becoming one of my favorites. You guys rock.
We are back, and the party, you know, takes the rest of the day to ready themselves. Jacques is so. What is the plan here? Is Jacques staying behind with the horses and the ponies and everything?
I think it's ready for Jacques to.
Is Jakob staying with him?
No, I think we bring mass is one of the strategies of the Kingsgate and Sir Montel. We should bring mass on the target. We don't have surprise because I'm a bit clanky.
So we're just leaving. Jacques is staying behind to watch the horses.
I think we tie up the horses. We go in. We bring everybody.
Oh,
Even Jacques and his spear.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that way, if we need to get out and grab the horses and go, it's a whole lot easier than if we need to run all the way back here, then grab the horses.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. So.
Are you okay with leaving Brute behind? All right.
Brute can take care of himself. I mean, you've seen him in action.
Wait, I just wanted to
Look,
make
if you
sure.
can trust me, you can trust my horse to take care of himself and to
starts
watch
yelling at him like,
and to look after the others.
it's empathy is some
Do
weird
not
thing
insult.
for me.
Do not
My bad.
insult my horse. If you insult Brute, you insult me.
I'm like holding Grenna's hand and like squeezing her right now, like. Yes.
She takes her other hand and just like pats the top part of your hand, like they're there.
He does look like a leader.
Don't bring up the horse.
Arendor. Suddenly, I've had just an absolute brain
The
fart.
owl,
Arendor.
yeah,
Arendor.
owl.
Arendor will sort of take a moment with Glitch, and he says that Glitch will also keep an eye on the horses. But he does remind you that Glitch is called Glitch because he's unlucky. He's not the luckiest owl.
Have you
I don't
seen
know
our
about
wolves?
you, but I'm pretty sure that he's pretty lucky to us. He might not be to you, but he might be to us.
Fair.
Look at that map.
Fair. Very fair. So, I was going to have you re-explore the lair of the Ettercap, because last time we sort of just fought the Ettercaps and got the heck out. But we are kind of a little pressed for time, and there's certain things I want to make sure we accomplish tonight. So here's what I'm going to say. When you go back into the Ettercap lair, there are still some spiders here and there, but they're not aggressive. Without the Ettercap there, things are a little bit more chill. And you make your way through the webbed tunnels, and you do find a chamber. Right, so there was the sinkhole, and there were two raised ledges that looked over the sinkhole. And on those ledges, you find like the many victims that the Ettercaps have taken over the many years that they've layered here in this cave. So there's a couple things that you find amongst them. The first is there is a lot of coins, and they're all Electrum, which is sort of an old version of like now the kingdom generally works off of gold, but there was a time where gold was not readily available in Khrullion, so they would mix the gold with the silver, and that gives you an Electrum alloy. So the coins are all like ancient Khrullion coins, and they're made of Electrum. So the party has a total of 2,000 Electrum pieces in this cave. Also,
Hello.
also amongst the cave, you find the body of a knight. He's not down in the webs of the sinkhole, and he wears livery that, Vhagar, you recognize of Northgate, which is what Kingsgate was called before the founding of the kingdom. So before the founding of the kingdom, there were like separate cities and almost like city states. There was lords, like they were not united. It was the orc raids that eventually would unite the kingdom. So before Kingsgate was renamed Kingsgate, it was Northgate. And the knight wears the livery of Northgate. It has like a compass like symbol on his tabard, with clearly the northern arrow being the most important on that. At his side, you find a very peculiar sword. I'm going to bring it up here. Got a handout if I can find the darn thing. Sometimes we just have too many things to show our players. So,
Ooh.
this is the blade that he carries.
Is it in roll 20? I'm sorry.
Yes, it's in roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Is that like a-
Ooh.
So it looks like it's a long sword. It's crossguard, bears the fleur-de-lis, which does not surprise you because the lilies have grown on the banks of the what is now called the King's Channel, for a long, long time. So this old knight of Northgate that's lying in the cave, he has a sword that bears the mark of the fleur-de-lis, and then at the bottom of the hilt, it's almost like a key pattern of some sort. I'm not sure if that is that clear in the picture there too.
No, it is very clear.
Yeah.
It's just on the ring.
Yeah.
We'll look
That
to
must go to a very big door.
Silas. Are you sensing any arcane properties?
So
Is it arcane?
Silas can tell you that he can sense magic from the blade. He can also sense magic from the knight's armor.
Take just a moment.
The armor
I feel
is a suit of chainmail, and although the knight has probably lay here for a very long time, spider webs and the Ettercap's webs sort of cling to him. He's nothing more than a skeleton now. His armor and blade seem relatively untarnished and well kept.
I will look to my fellow knight. Grana, I am overwhelmed with greed right now.
Hi. Well, I don't know about. Oh, we're in the wrong accent. Hold on. Well,
Hey, it happens. Look away.
this person? Yeah.
Everyone
Who is
look,
this person?
Look away.
Um,
look
I'll
away.
switch to Nacho Libre if you want.
You heard nothing.
No,
You heard
don't.
nothing.
Please don't do that. It'd make me giggle. Oh, God. Well, to be quite fair with you, I don't know if your order has any sort of things against this, but I know mine does. So, if you want it, it's yours. No one else is going to
I want
take
to
it.
ensure that there is buy-in amongst all of you that we will use this for the greater good. I
Aye.
will go to Northgate / Kingsgate when we return, and I will make sure that his body makes it to the crypt. We'll have Jacques come, and we will bury those that we find here.
I'm satisfied just looking at this much money. This is more than my parents have ever seen in their entire lives. Whew.
Well, as
I'm
long
just
as we all
standing back
share
all
it
shocked.
equally,
Yeah.
as long as we all share it equally and we use what we have for the greater good, I don't believe that there should be any wrongdoing in what we do.
I mean, he's not using it.
No.
Off color, sorry.
It was
That
different
was
when we were
insensitive.
prying
And
it
just-
out of
and
a
just
dead
to be clear,
lady's hands inside of an old crypt. But, you know,
the coins
this is
aren't
different.
all there with the knight. They're like spread out amongst like where other victims have obviously fallen in here. But
Every last one of them for the nameless hero.
Yeah.
I'm like, in the name of the nameless hero. In the name of the nameless hero. And just scooping them all up.
Yeah,
It is
so-
for the village.
so in total, there's
Candy.
2,000
Oh, big
there's 2,000 electrum, and the suit of chainmail glows magic, as does the longsword.
I will doff. I will doff what I am wearing. Pass that to. If we can take just a short rest, pass that to Jacques. You know, just to make sure, and then get him suited up into mine, and then I will don the chain.
What
Because
armor
if I'm
were you
going to-
wearing there, Mr. Vagard?
Yes. I was wearing, of course, because I know this, because I was paying attention. I bought
It's not your character or anything.
What's that? Yeah.
Not like it's your character or anything.
I have to go into the players. Chainmail Hobrick.
Yeah. So so chain Hobrick gives you an armor class of 5, and this is a full chain suit, which would give you an armor class of +6. So it goes up 1.
Nice.
As you can really
And then whatever magical properties it might have.
Okay. I feel very blessed and non-deserving of this. I will ensure that I earn this. And he'll step forward. Oh, he will light a torch because we're playing Castles and Crusades.
Yes. Are you? Well, I would assume a torch.
We need to see the light.
A torch is already. I'm sure a torch is already lit in the cave, or our dear wizard has his glowing orbs going. Yeah.
You don't
Just
trust
for
me
Nick.
to see in the
Nick,
dark?
I'm adding torches.
So just for my notes here, Vhagar has both the sword and the armor. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you taking?
Yeah, Grenna won't wear that.
Are you taking the money now or no?
I think we're gonna do that, and then while we take this like quote unquote short rest, we just make sure that everything's kind of accounted for and divvied up and
Absolutely.
all that goodness.
Okay. All right. So let's just continue from there then. So.
I do not take any Electrum because of my grazing. I feel like it is important for me to live off the land.
Okay.
So I will actually just not. I won't take any.
It's currently just it's just like in a sack, like it's just like all in a sack, so that like it's the party money. You know what I mean? So it's party money.
Yeah.
If we ever need anything, we have basically a savings account now.
I'm fine with that. So I'm just going to put some light in here so you guys can see it. Can you guys see this inside the Ettercap layer?
Yeah.
So this is the sinkhole. A deep, rocky chimney. And
Can you change that for us on row 20 real quick?
Yeah,
It's not actively.
Oh.
Yeah.
You didn't change the scene for us.
Just
for
on the map.
My bad.
Thank
There you go.
You're good.
So
Dear.
So there is no, as I said, there's no sign of the big aggressive spiders that you fought in here previously, and the Ettercap bodies are still as you left them. You've gathered up your money, your armor, your sword. Are we going to descend?
Yes.
Okay.
Carefully.
All right.
Sure.
So you. I'm not going to ask for a roll or anything here because I'm assuming everyone's taking their time and you're using ropes and whatnot, and you descend somewhere in the neighborhood.
I have a hemp rope, 50 feet.
Yeah, the descent is about 75 feet, but like you don't have to do that all in one go. Like there's maybe a ledge a quarter of the way down, so like you climb down to that ledge and then you can start working your ropes from there. And this happens a few times until you're finally at the bottom. And when you reach the bottom, to say there are a few bones would be an understatement. There are bones everywhere. And amongst the bones, you can see, there are spiders moving about. And webbing clings to the walls. And a relatively large tunnel, almost 25 feet across, stretches off in a direction that you think is north.
Where is Arendor leading? Like, does he seem
can
to
be.
be kind of like?
Yeah.
I think I would kind of just take his lead on things. Though we have been in this cave, we haven't been down in this hole, and we don't really know what to expect.
Absolutely.
So I would definitely be following his lead.
He tells you that, like, just to be clear, Arendor has never come to her lair.
Right, but he knows more about her.
Yeah.
Regardless.
And when him and his group came here to confront her, he's the only survivor of the elves that came. She ambushed them outside, and it did not go well. So, you begin to make your way down the tunnel. The torches burn, and they, the spider webs as the torches hit the webs, they sort of crawl back, like they sort of melt back, like cotton candy melting away and creeping back away from and up into the corners of the tunnel. And then you see a few bodies laying on the tunnel ahead. And they appear to be orcs. 3 of them.
Are they fresh?
Not
They have
not like within the last day. Maybe a week they've been here.
Are they the freshest that we see, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about their bat features? Are they?
Yes, these are all pretty twisted. Their features are bat-like, and a couple of them have an extra arm.
Do you think this was them trying to come in and see what was in here? Or do you think that these are some that are trying to turn it into that?
I think so. Part of the original taking of this North Hull.
Yeah.
You notice that each of them bears a wound of a large spider bite. Large like the ones that you fought before, like sort of the Rottweiler size spiders.
How many did you say there were again?
There are 3 here.
3 of them.
They no longer have they have been stripped of their weapons, and the bodies have just been left.
Just the fact that they left the money alone, I think, says enough.
Hey.
They had one mission. They came down here to do one thing.
Hey.
Jacques looks at you, Thora. He's like, he's terrified. The little squire is once again in way over his head, and he's like, "What did they come here to do, Thora?"
Well, the only reason why you come down here is to find this queen or whatever her name is. But to only send 3. That is what really puzzles me. Only 3.
I think there will be more ahead.
Or could be.
Arendor begins to push ahead with the torch again, and you leave the 3.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I forgot to mention something that Alice would have liked to do above ground.
Yep.
She would have liked to gather a bundle of like little branches and twigs and like long grass and just anything green and like tie it together like a little bouquet.
Okay.
In place of flowers, and she has it with her.
All right.
That's all. Sorry.
No, that's fantastic. You make your way down the tunnel, and you walk for maybe what feels like an hour, maybe an hour and a half through these twisting tunnels. And then you come to a very large cavern. With your torchlight, the cavern sweeps out in front of you. I always get these mixed up. The stalactites are the ones that hang, I think.
Tightly to the ceiling.
Yes. The ceiling,
T
yeah.
for top.
T for top. There we go.
G for ground.
So they hang above you, and the cave opens up. With your torches, you can just make out that there is a great rift in the cave ahead, a crack that runs and cuts the cave in half. Laying, half buried in rock, and bridging the gap, the crevice, is the body of a massive worm. Huge.
It's gonna pull over.
Its body.
Scary and pink.
Its body sort of has a dark, purpley color to it, and it looks like it's not moving. You can see an area of the wall is collapsed where this thing breached this chamber, and it sort of collapsed in behind it, And as you come near the edge, of the crevice, you can see that its body is almost 15 feet across. And because it's partially buried, you can't actually tell, how big it is, but it's enormous. The crevice that it bridges is 25 feet from one side to the other. And there is no hint that it's starting to taper to get small or anything. The worm is just enormous. And when you see the size of the worm, Alice, you immediately think of the hole where you found your brother's shirt. And it was about the same size in diameter as this great worm that lies dead in the chamber.
I think she rushes towards it and is looking for a mouth or a maw or anything that could be used to devour a Phillip-shaped thing.
Okay.
And is looking around for its mouth.
Its head is buried in the far side of the crevice, and you can't see it.
Okay.
I wouldn't go touching that thing if I were you.
But what if there's a clue or something?
Arendor steps up beside you, Alice, and with his torchlight, you can see this thing's body a little more clearly. It is not, I don't want you to think a soft, gooey worm. It seems to have a pretty thick carapace that runs down it. But about halfway across, two massive holes have breached its carapace, as if enormous fangs punctured it and left it for dead.
There's always a bigger fish.
Can I search this thing for worms? Little worms, small worms.
Sure.
Leeches.
Do you want to step onto it, or are you just going to visually inspect for worms from where you are?
I think she's gonna put her hands on it and feel around, because all she knew about the one that was attached to her was that it was in her, but she's gonna feel along its side and press to see if she can find lumps or anything leech shaped.
Yeah, absolutely. So you begin to poke and sort of prod at it, and its body, even though it's got clearly thick hide, it does give a little bit with your push. And as you do that, Arendor puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Don't do that." And he points out to the worm's body, and you see areas of it undulate a little bit, sort of lift, and then...
How could that... How is it not dead?
Back it up. Back it up.
Arendor says, "I think there is something inside the corpse."
I think we
Leeches.
Don't do it. Don't.
But what if I just...
If you want that to explode into about 1 million of them, then I would do it. If you don't want 1 million of those little things running around, I'd probably stay away from it.
Yeah.
A small voice from the back of the party.
You saw the battlefield after the orcs, yeah?
Jacques' "Don't do it. Don't do it."
Gonna back up.
Now that Jacques doesn't want to do it, I must make him. And I put my
So you said its head is stuck in a crevasse.
So think of the room kind of like a rectangle.
Okay.
And the rectangle has been sort of cut in half, and that's where the crevice is.
Is it cut in half hamburger or hot dog? I need this is a very, very important question.
Hamburger.
Thank you.
Hamburger.
Okay, so this guy.
That is a great, by the way, an amazing analogy. Thank you. I'm going to use
They
that.
taught you in school. The whole roll the paper, hamburger hot dog style.
Oh, we had a lot
Hey, it
of
helps with
wording.
visuals, man. It helps with visuals.
Yeah, like, okay, so and then it's stuck in that,
And
that crevice.
it looks
right?
like it broke.
It's like
it looks
slumped?
like it broke through a wall nearby, sort of slithered across the crevice. It got its head buried in the rock on the other side, so you can't see its head.
Does
Is
it
the
look like
map
it's
not
trying to
doing it?
tunnel? Is my question.
Does it look like what?
It's trying to tunnel and make
Yes.
that crevice wider.
It looks like
Okay.
it's trying to tunnel into the rock on the other side of the crevice.
Can you
Okay.
see, Grenna? I'll show you. I'm sorry. I tried my best. Yeah.
We
No,
gave
I see it on the. I'm looking at the. I'm looking at roll 20. That's why.
yeah we gave Tim quite the project here.
No, I love it. This is dope.
So cool.
Oh,
And
okay,
I think he's
there's
come
the worm.
through.
Okay, I see it.
And
yes.
there
Okay,
are
perfect.
there are spider webs like everywhere. Like
Everywhere.
You can
Okay.
you can tell that since if this worm, like if we go with your suspicions that this worm was attacked by a giant spider and that's what the wound is that you can see, then smaller spiders have come along and begun to strung webs again, and there's still webbing all over the place too. With your light, you can just sort of make out the other side of the crevice where it's buried itself into the wall, but you're not sure. Like there could be tunnel. The tunnel could continue on the other side. You're not sure from this distance. Your light just doesn't extend that far.
And the only way for us to
with
cross
your-
to the other side
Thora-
would be to walk on the worm.
or to somehow jump or swing.
Somehow jump.
So-
How
something.
far
What-
across is the crevice?
About 25
Sorry.
feet.
I can see I have dark vision 60 feet. Is there anything that
Yeah.
I could possibly
You on the
pick out?
far side, you can make out that there is an exit tunnel, just like the one that you entered through to find this chamber. You can
I'll
also
definitely
see
let
Thora.
Thora know.
Thora, you can also see on the far side, by the exit tunnel, webs holding many orcs, and the orcs appear dead. They're not moving, and the webs are not like the white silvery webs of the spiders on this side. They are those black oily webs. But again, that's at the very limits of your dark vision, and it's difficult to make anything out.
Can I make out exactly like you say many, like in how many we
A
fought, or
dozen.
like more than that?
You think there's a
okay.
dozen orcs caught in these
Um,
black, oily webs on the very far end of the cavern.
I'll turn around and I will address everybody else. I do see an exit tunnel, but there's a lot of orcs up there, and they're in webs that we have not, or it's been a while since we've seen.
Yeah, the last time you saw these black, oily webs, it was where Nulthara had ambushed the elves out in the woods.
Hey, Silas, I got a question. You got anything you can lob over there that might set it all on fire?
That's a good question. Let's see. He does have a burning hand spell, but that is not really long range.
You have to touch.
Yeah, that's
you have to
touch,
touch.
yeah.
It just fans out in front of him. He could send his dancing orbs across to light that area better.
No.
He has magic.
We can just
he has
see-
magic
yeah, with-
missile.
Is it worth
Nothing.
it
Magi
try
missile.
to like set fire to this entire worm to burn all of the leeches inside of it?
Well, what I'm trying to think here is if we walk across the worm to get to the other side, and then if we burn the worm or something happens, we have to figure out how to get back. If for some reason this isn't quite an exit tunnel, it could have a dead end at some point or just be a maze. So I'd rather have this exit still a valuable option should we be able to find it again. My only other concern is if we do something to this giant worm and it explodes into another 1,000 worms, we don't really know how long this fissure is. It could completely get filled up with those things, and then we'd be in a whole mess of trouble because we can't get rid of them all. And then we're stuck in this confined space with them all. So
I will. I also let me add to that. With Thora's dark vision, she can tell that this fissure's about 50 feet deep, and the bottom is broken, cracked, and uneven rock. Vhagar, go ahead.
I will see this. I will nod at Grenna, and I will start stepping very gently across this thing. There's only one way to.
Oh, I guess
I
we're
think-
going.
I take out my longsword and I'm going to ready in action just in case this thing decides to rear out of this crevice.
Okay.
I'll
So
look at this
I would like
like
Vhagar
new
to.
day.
I would like Vhagar to. I'm going to give you some more description, but let's put Vhagar halfway across the worm. He basically gets to the wound marks are, and then I want to describe some more to you.
Nah,
Do it.
we're good. I'm just kidding.
And who is
Too
any
late.
is anyone else stepping out on the worm with Vhagar?
No, I'm right
No.
on that ledge and I am readying an attack.
Okay, so
Just in
so
case.
Vhagar's on the worm, and everybody else is right up on the edge of the rock, not actually stepping onto the worm itself.
Is
One at a
Vhagar
time,
the
if
only one
anything.
who is Vhagar the only one who lit a torch?
No, I think Arendor would have one. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Arendor
I don't know.
or brother Yarrick.
Yeah,
Jakob,
somebody
brother
else
Jakob.
definitely
Jakob.
carrying.
Jakob,
the torch.
Okay.
Jakob generally has
Okay.
a torch, so yeah. So
Because I was going to actually go up to where Vhagar was able to step up onto the worm, and if they couldn't really like see, I was going to watch him to see like what happened to Vhagar, just to keep an eye on him.
Okay. So so everybody else edges up to the edge, and Vhagar takes a torch and steps out onto the worm, and it's kind of like ew under your foot, like, because you know it's not solid ground anymore. This was once a living creature. When you get out to the wound marks, you can see where two massive fangs punctured the worm's hide here. You can also make out now at this distance and with your torch. You think this worm has some kind of a harness. You can see that like there's a
Lisa Galib!
Lisa Al-Gaib!
there's like there's like a chain wrapping around it right about where it starts to burrow into the other wall.
That is pretty cool. I'll just. But I don't want to die, so I'm not going to take this in too much. I will tell my friends. I'm going to point downwards, because I know probably Grenna and Thora are watching, and I'm going to point as I cross the chains as I'm walking.
Well,
This
you're
is a
not
reference
to the chain. You're not to,
just a baby on the
you're not to the chain. Just to be clear, you're not to the chains yet. The chains are right at the other side, like as you step onto the stone. You're about halfway across where the wound marks are.
Okay. I want to go get my dog, but it's just I'll keep moving, and I want to make sure that I can clear it. I will give a un minuit,
Okay.
and then I'll.
So, so you step past the wounds, and you're getting closer to those chains, and you can now see that the chains are clearly. This is some kind of a harness or something.
Cool. Castles and Crusades.
And you're sort of locked onto those as you see them. They're crudely crafted. You can tell that the ironwork is not by like a real someone who is really skilled at the forge. These have been very crudely forged together, these massive chain links. As you guys watch,
They're bullying it.
as you guys watch, like Vhagar has stepped across the wound and he's almost to the chains now. The wounds begin to sputter. Like fluid pushes out of one of them. And then the heads of these leech-like creatures push up out of them. They're massive. They're like not like the little leeches you've been stepping on. They're like the size of the like a person. They're as big as a person as they come up, and their heads, their heads without eyes just sort of turn as they are maybe tasting the air as like these strange, long, slim tongues come out.
I'm literally imagining a xenomorph baby bursting out of a chest right now. Like,
Yep.
no
Yep.
eyes, the weird
Yep.
screech, the
They're
slithering
behind
body.
me? Are the heads of these things behind me, and I'm walking still?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're gonna roll initiative.
Are they behind me?
Yes, they are. They've come out of the
I'm just chilling.
you-
Like the cave looks clear, everybody.
So they've come out of the middle of torso of the worm. They've come up out of. So if you want to give me 2 of those minis I asked you, prep, and if you can put Vhagar almost to the other side of the worm by the time they come up and out. Perfect.
Oh my
No, thank you.
God.
You said this was supposed to be nice and cool and interesting for us, Jeremy. You lied.
I said it would be interesting. I think this is interesting.
Nightmare fuel.
Okay, so who would like to roll initiative for the party?
I say
I
Vhagar rolls
refuse.
it because
I refuse.
Vhagar
yeah.
got us into this situation.
We're supposed to roll dice at a time like this?
Right.
How dare you?
How dare you?
What'd you get? You got a 1.
I'm so sad.
Ah.
I don't think there's
no.
anything worse possible. As I'm just cruising ahead, like, hey, these orcs are dead. We are in the clear. Come on. As I turn around and I'm like,
Yeah, you guys watch
"Stand!"
as these two leech-like creatures
Bruh.
push their bodies up out of the wound and then immediately slither down the back of the worm right after Vhagar, and they both go after Vhagar.
Oh.
And sorry, what did we roll for initiative?
1.
Oh, so I'm going first. I thought maybe not. I had a 4. I thought maybe you'll be okay.
Wait, do our rerolls count for initiative?
Sure.
Oh, you got 3 of them.
You got, ooh, ah.
Are we gonna re-roll?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Brick. I'm subscribing to Brick right now because I got the 9.
Nice. Nice. Okay. So these creatures are not totally out of the big worm's body yet when you guys begin to react. Who would like to go first? What are we doing?
I readied an action, so I'm gonna assume that I'm charging in first as soon as I see those suckers.
Okay.
Yeah. Same.
I'm gonna step up onto the worm, closest to the first, whichever first one it is, whatever first enemy
Yep,
is,
yep.
and I am taking a large, heavy cleave swing with my longsword.
Yep. As you approach, all these little tendril-like tongues begin to come out of its opening.
Ah. Okay, so that is 15.
15 is a hit.
I didn't like it when you said tongues come out of its opening.
That's 5 points of damage.
5?
Yes.
That does not kill it, but you've hit it.
Woo! I'm fine with that. Damage is damage at this point.
Absolutely. Who would like to go next?
Well, Thora was also like right up there where Vhagar stepped
Absolutely.
up, so
Absolutely.
she would definitely have seen them
Yeah.
and started running
Okay.
towards them.
Do that.
And she's gonna have her bastard sword out.
Yes, please.
Nope, that's a 2.
A 2?
All these dice
Okay.
are going in the trash.
So you and Grenna are now side by side on the worm. If a third person comes side by side on you, the people on the edges will need to make dexterity checks to not sort of slide off the edges of the worm's body.
Okay.
Heard.
Okay. Who would like to go next?
I want to go last because I had the 1 and she had the 9. You know what I mean? So like I'm still like
Okay, guys, everything's chill.
Yeah.
I'll go next. I'll
Okay.
take my crossbow
Nice.
and I'll shoot the other one, the farther one.
Yes, and I'm going to say
Nice.
as you do that, Alice, like Jake steps up beside, Jacques steps up beside you with his crossbow as well, and levels it and takes aim. Now, which are you
Crossbow
firing
buddies.
at the back one or the one that that Grenna and Thora are engaged on?
The back one.
Back one, okay.
I don't want it to
Yep.
hurt farther.
Jacques will do the same. He takes your lead.
That is
Those torches are fantastic there, Tim. Those look amazing.
Thank you, handsome.
That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is a hit. How much damage?
4 points
4 points.
to his head and body.
Nice. Nice. Unfortunately, our little squire Jacques, his quarrel either... We're going to say it bounces off its hide, because it was very close to hitting. But it just doesn't penetrate the worm's hide, and it bounces off. Brother Jakob... Brother Jakob is going to give blessings to Orion, the god of light, the god of knowledge, and he's going to cast Bless on the party, so everyone will get a +1 to attack. He maybe should have done that before the poor kid shot his crossbow, but he did not. And Arendor will fire a bow as well at the back one, just as you guys have. He totally hits for another 5 points of damage on that back one. Okay. So, now...
I think that's me now.
Yeah, I think so, Vagard.
He's kind of pooping around, you know what I mean? Just trying to get his helmet on. He's going to take a minute, and he's going to continue to keep the camera going.
Come on,
that's not
Mr.
even-
Come on, Mr. Lily,
So,
Mr.
I wanna
Fleur de
skip
Lis.
this round. I rolled a 10, so I'm sure that doesn't hit.
Okay.
So I think I'm still facing forward. You know, like, you know, really fixated on what is ahead of me.
Okay. Okay. So it's their turn then.
Fantastic.
And the one that's towards the back, it has all these little long, slender... Are they tongues? Are they antennae? You're not really sure. And they go after Grenna. Grenna, it's going to get 8 attacks on you, because it has 8 of them that sort of quickly stretch out. So,
Come here. Come here. Let me take it.
okay, so the first set of first 4 event that went off, I think maybe only one has a chance. The highest was 16.
No.
Okay, and the second group, then only I got 117, and everything else is below 16.
Nope.
17 does
She has
not
an
hit
18
either.
armor class.
Do you have a shield?
I do
So,
also have a shield.
so just imagine that you like get your shield up, and all these little black, slender tongues are sort of wrapping around the shield.
yeah.
The other one also comes after Thora. Now, regardless of how big they are, it can sort of wall crawl, so it kind of goes down the side of the worm and comes up
Oh, way to make it more creepy.
beside Thora.
I hate it.
So
Double it and give it to the next person.
Yeah. I'm gonna reverse you, actually.
Ah.
Uno reverse card.
I think a 19 hits Thora, correct? Okay, so from the first 4, 19, and then the next highest I have is a 13, so the 13 does not hit.
No.
Right? Okay, and then the next 4, oh no, I got a natural 20.
Oh,
A natural 20, and then the next highest is a 14. Does a 14 hit?
that hits.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
on the
got hit.
nose.
So you got hit with 3 in total. So, and 1 was a critical. So, as they touch you, they give you sort of a stinging sensation for a total of 4 points of damage.
Okay.
However, I need you to make a strength saving throw. as there is
I am going to
a
use-
toxin on their tongues.
All right, I'm going to use my class ability, Primal Instincts. It gives me a +4 to my strength.
It doesn't.
Nice.
Is that for strength saving throws though, or is it just strength checks? This is important.
Or physical checks.
Yeah, so it would
That's
not.
what
It would
it said.
not be on a saving throw. If you were trying to like lift a
Oh,
log
okay.
or something, it would totally work. But
Okay.
on
You
a
have your
sa-
rerolls though.
on a saving throw, it does
I do.
not work.
I have
So you're
one
gonna
reroll.
you're gonna roll the d20. You're
Me
gonna
too.
add your level, and then you're going to add whatever your strength bonus is.
That is 15. Prime.
15, and it's
Ooh.
prime.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what you. That is exactly what you needed. So.
Oh.
The dice were very generous to me that time.
So as these things touch you, you feel sort of a numbness start to creep over your body, almost like a stiffness is taking over you, like you may become paralyzed, but you fight that off, and Thora can continue the battle. Vhagar,
Wait.
the worm's body beneath you begins to move, and suddenly its flesh tears as another one comes up right between your feet, with all of these black,
That is not mine. As
Oh.
I look down.
all these black tendril-like tongues reaching up, licking for you.
See this? Attack!
Does an 18 hit?
18, no, not by one, thanks to Sir
The new
David's
armor!
wonderful Northgate armor. Huzzah.
Yeah.
Let's
Thank
go.
you, Sir Dave.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Oof. It
Thanks
bit
for
me right in the
sacrificing
chin.
yourself, Dave.
Yeah.
But a 19 would hit, right?
I'll bet it does. Yep.
Like, what is your armor class? 19?
It's 19, sir. Yes.
Okay.
I apologize.
Then I will tell you,
Yay.
it does not hit because Sir David's armor was +1. So it takes you up, or armor class up to 20.
No, I was an 18. I would be now a 19, sir. So that does make
No,
purchase.
you went up to a 19 because it was a full suit of chainmail. But it's a full suit of
It's
chainmail.
magic.
It's a full suit of
magic.
chainmail
It's magic.
+1.
So it's
So-
like a
Damn,
+2,
David.
actually.
So-
Oh, so you
Yeah.
have 20.
So you have 20
Holy
armor class.
crap.
Holy shit.
So the
I shall retire after this. 20 is what Paladins want.
so that
Ah.
all these tongues
Some of that was
reaching
me.
up, grabbing for Vhagar at his boots. A baguette!
Oh my god.
Oui, oui.
Oh,
Mon frère.
My baguette.
Okay, is that a real baguette?
No, it is a prop baguette because I'm an idiot and I have
Oh,
useless
okay.
things in my household.
The way that it's moving looks like a real baguette, though. So I really thought you just had a real baguette sitting on the sidelines waiting for the game.
Just,
stop waving
just
your
a normal-
baguette
I've
around.
always got a baguette in the house.
that would be amazing.
Your baguette away.
He just has a baguette and like this little bucket of like melted butter, and he just like
I'm picturing like a
Where
broken
have you been
glass,
hiding
like
that?
break in case of
He-
emergency.
When
I
he's
have the weirdest
around, he
shit
makes
in
Doc hold the bucket of butter so he can just dip it and do what he wants. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is a headcanon I'm really glad happened.
role playing games are about snacks. Like if we were all at a table, there would be
At
snacks.
the end of the day, it's about
True.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's their turn, and I think we're rolling initiative again, everybody. So who would like to roll initiative? There are now 3 worms.
I'll roll it.
3 worms.
Yeah.
Get
Looking
it.
at the prop, good sir. How many
That's a
drinks
7.
do you think a man can
That's a
have?
7. I'm happy with that.
I got a 4. So you guys win initiative. So I will tell you that anyone shooting ranged weapons at the one fighting Vhagar, the majority of its body is still inside this huge worm carcass. So it will be harder to hit. There is one engaged on Thora, and there is one engaged on Grenna.
I am going to swing upon the one that is still engaged with me.
Okay. You
Let's do that real quick.
attack.
That is an... Oh, okay.
That sounds good.
22.
That is totally a hit. How much damage?
7.
7.
Man, I'm rolling 7s like crazy.
Nice.
Go gambling.
I should. Honestly, at this point, I should.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
You cut its body with a deep gash, and what comes out is indescribable. But Grenna knows.
I'm scared now.
Grenna knows she's fighting something of the black goat for sure.
Yeah, like this is like both invigorating and disgusting at the same time for her.
Exactly. Thora, yours has 2 arrows sticking out of it, one that Alice put in it and one that Arendor put in it, and it's your attack.
Alright. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yay! Where's my D10? Oh, here we go. That is 10 points of damage.
10 points? Okay.
Ooh, nice.
As your blade, what are you hitting it with? Your bastard sword?
Bastard sword, yeah.
So you strike it and you like cut it in 2, and its body sort of falls away from the great worm that you're on and down into that darkness of the crevice.
Wait, important question.
It is a dead worm.
Do I cut it hamburger or hot dog style?
I will let you decide.
Okay.
I will
Definitely hot dog style.
Okay, nicely done. Nicely done. It's a clean hot dog slash. Alice?
So that was the one that she had shot.
Yes.
That is now dead.
Yes.
Okay.
So there is one engaged with Grenna, and you can see one sort of with its head out of the worm attacking Vagar.
I'm gonna aim for the one that is attacking Grenna.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. As long as you don't roll a 4 or less, you're good.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5? Okay.
I watch it like arc towards me, and then like it's like goo.
And what's your bonus? What's your bonus to hit? Like, what's the end result?
It's oh wait, I got a 6 total. I rolled a 3 on the dice, and then
Okay, well, if you rolled a 3 on the dice, that's not good.
No.
So I'm gonna have you roll again now to see if you shot Grenna in the backside.
Row. D20.
This is our first frat. Nice.
That's a 18.
Is 18 enough to beat your armor class without a shield, Grenna?
18 is my armor class with a shield.
Yeah,
No!
So let's roll some damage, Alice, as you shoot Grenna in the back of the thigh.
After all you've done for me, I did roll my damage, and
It was one?
it's a 1.
I love
Okay, good
it.
enough, good enough.
After all you've done for me.
Feels it and like looks back and like you're just like holding it and just like
Alice looks absolutely mortified. Her eyes are as big as dinner plates. Her face is just bone white. She's like,
And Jacques
I think
the Squire looks at you with absolute disgust, like you just shot his friend, and then he levels the crossbow, and he too will fire at the same worm, and see if he's.
while he's shooting you, we're having
On that
this moment, and
20!
he just winks at you, and she just like gives you a nod, like everything's good, it's fine, because it didn't hurt that bad. So like she tries to quell that immediate response, that shock.
And
It's
did
a blood
anybody just
wound.
see Jeremy celebrate him killing his own creature?
Jacques just rolled a 20. I love Jacques.
Like,
Did he really?
oh,
Yes, he rolled a natural
is
20.
This is
this
the
is
first
his
crit.
moment.
This
So
is Scott's first crit.
he
This
like-
is an
He's like,
amazing
"Bitch,
moment.
this is how it's done."
He's like scowl. He looks at Alice the Ranger. He just scowls at her like, "How dare you shoot my friend?" And then he levels his crossbow and pulls the trigger, and it finds its mark. I rolled a 5. Double that up, 10. You see the coral?
go.
The coral goes right through the worm, and it lets out sort of a, bleh, and then off the worm it tumbles as well.
I love it.
And he's just as
dare you,
stunned
but
as we are that it did that he killed it. He has.
In that moment, Grenna like gives the wink and stuff to Alice to be okay. She looks to see where the crossbow bolt is going, sees what happens, looks back and like winks back at Shock as well. like good going.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. Arendor will fire at the one on Vhagar. Well, it doesn't hit Vhagar, but it does not hit the worm either because of the cover that the worm has from being inside the body. Okay, Vhagar, I think you're all that's left.
I think this is the cue that something's happening as an arrow flies over my head. And I turn around, and there's only one Grick left, right?
There's the
on
only worm left is the one between your feet.
Yeah. So yeah, as I get this, like, I didn't even notice this thing bit me because of my new chainmail too. I'm assuming, and I'll turn around and I'll look and just be like, "Stand back! There's a Grick on the worm!" And I'll swing like they weren't working back there because I feel like this is the first time I saw.
Because the ones back there have already died and fallen off the big worm. So you look back, they're
Total
fine.
asshole. I'm a total asshole. Yep, I'm just gonna take a swing at this thing. Stand back! I will protect you. It is my fault.
Oh, Hero Zone, welcome. Thank you for the raid.
Heroes, thank you for the raid.
I would like to do a re-roll because
What's
I've
your
got
stream?
2 more, and I'm not going to tell you what I rolled.
Okay. Use
I'm just kidding. It was a 2.
Use that reroll.
I'm going to use my last re-roll because I really need to make a hit here. Okay, there's my 19. So 19
Okay, that's
plus,
good.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
that hits.
Yeah.
How much damage?
More ill prepared. So because I missed twice and re-rolled, I just take the sword with 2 hands and just do like the most awkward, non-athletic, jab at this thing.
Absolutely.
I hope I kill this for canon. All right, so it's 7 damage.
7 damage? It does not die. It does not die.
It does die.
No.
Stay back! I've got it!
Did you guys go first?
We did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So it is going to get a chance to attack Vhagar. So its long black tongues come up at Vhagar, and I have to roll a 20 to hit him, right? So you guys,
Freaking 20 at level 3.
you guys watch, and like all these long black sinuous tongues creeping out of trying to get purchase on Vhagar. And I do. I have a DM reroll. I did not hit you with any of these attacks, so I am going to reroll one.
Did I just? Maybe I should. Yeah.
So the highest I rolled was a 17.
Which shucks.
Is not enough. It's not enough.
Ah, darn.
Oh darn. Oh darn. Okay, initiative. I think
I've got this creature.
Who wants to roll initiative? Who hasn't rolled initiative yet for this fight? Well, go for it. Zock's not rolling.
Alice can roll.
Oh shit. Sorry.
All right. No, you know,
Raise
you
your
know,
hand.
you know,
It's like, oh.
yeah, no, you go.
I was lost in the rice. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Don't apologize for the snacks.
Rice
8.
life.
You guys are going first. Vhagar, you're standing right on top of it. I'm going to let you go first.
As I put my hand up. That's such a thing.
Yeah, hold it. Yeah, wait. Wait.
Yeah. These things are quite thick. Another swing as I pull the sword out awkwardly and then come down in a falcon. And it was a 16 plus.
That is
6.
a hit. That is a hit.
Yes.
Nice.
How
Finish
much
it.
damage?
6 more broadswordy.
Okay.
Bastard swords, I think.
So, are you using the sword from what's his name? The Dead Knight?
Wait, I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, I'm swinging the glaive from Crawl apparently. So I'm trying to.
No, seriously, are you swinging the old knight sword?
Yeah, wait, no, the new knight sword. Yeah, hopefully I'm cursed. JK, LOL. That's the James.
Okay, that attack finishes it, my man. You stab down, and then your second, you stab down again, and the worm sort of tries to recoil away, and it just can't, and it dies there, half
my helm off, like
half
so.
in, half out.
That is how you kill a Grick. How do you guys? Well, you guys look. What were you doing? Well, look, as their bows are coming down and stuff. Like, the path is clear. En avant.
Oh, you
thank
now
you.
all of a sudden got AC 20 attitude.
Yes. He's very
How
brave
do you
now.
guys seem angry with me? I killed the Grick. This is weird.
Aye, you did. Yes, you and only you, my friend, killed the foe.
I have no perception. I'm like, wait.
You all right?
Yes, I did do that. I did do that. Stand in my glory. Stand in my glory.
I don't understand why you guys are so angry with me. It's just I cleared the way. This is true.
I think that's a good place to put a bow on it for tonight, and we can come back next time and go a little deeper and maybe find the big spider mama we're looking for.
So much fun. Oh,
Yes.
my
Dang, you
God.
guys rock. That was so
This
much
is
fun. That was a
great.
great session.
Oh, thank you for playing with us. That was awesome. Thank you,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Oh
for
my
creeping me
God.
out and then the laughs and
That's what I'm here for.
yeah. It was
That's what
awesome.
I'm here
Yeah, it
for.
was a great
And
session
Grace is
today.
back for another game, right? It was 2 sessions.
Yeah, I'll be back for the next one.
Okay.
So not this Thursday, but the following Thursday.
Silas,
All
be
right.
here.
We'll have a full party.
We'll be. Wait a minute. No, I think we're down. Are we down
Oh, you're
Athora?
gone,
Next
Coco.
Thursday. Yeah, I'll be gone.
We're down. We're
Thora.
down Athora, but we're up Silas.
Up
Which-
a Silas.
We're
Yeah.
taking arrow through the knee right now, and she's like, ah, down.
No, I don't know.
One of Alice's crossbow
I'm just
bolts
taking a
launched
knee.
itself into my heart. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! How dare you!
Whatever will I do
Whoever
now?
stop me!
Oh, I guess you have to nurse my heart back to health. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
This thing stinks like sweat.
Thanks for sharing that.
Possible, I would assume.
It looks
Tune in next
Great.
time where we have Scratch and Sniff turned on the stream, so you
Oh
can
my god. Oh no.
you can experience
Yeah,
Vagard
telling.
in his full glory.
Sweaty
there was a
glory.
moment every
Sweaty.
time we were putting on the coif. Is that what it is? The coif?
Yeah.
Where
Sounds
like
inappropriate.
your ears were out, but the rest, like everything else was covered. I wanted to tell you to leave it that way.
No. If you can grab a clip of it and post me as a
Yeah.
goblin, approved.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hell yeah.
Approved. Approved.
Approved.
When do we play next? What's the schedule? Sorry.
2
Okay,
weeks.
move. Yeah, I think the 2nd or 8th. Hang on 1 second. Let me do some math.
It looks like the 2nd of October. And I'm
Yeah.
I'm not putting anyone on the spot, but had we decided, are we back on Stronghold next time if people want to check out the continuation?
It is we would talk of.
It'll be decided. We'll figure it out then. No
We are
problem.
here for the
Stay
community.
tuned.
And if the troll lords want the stronghold, we shall stay.
DVD.
Stay
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
tuned.
Thanks everybody for
Follow
playing.
Stronghold D&D.
Thanks everyone who got the subs out there and gave everybody rerolls. That was very kind of you. Always nice to see. Do we raid someone, Grace? You tell me. This is you're the boss.
Yeah, why not?
Who would we like to
Let's
raid?
toss the raid.
Dork Tales is on doing D&D stuff. Let's see who else is under the D&D channel.
Yeah.
There's
do
a lot of
Dork
people.
Tales.
13 dudes. Like, let's go in there with like a lot of dudes, you know?
Yeah.
Remember those
Yeah.
times when
And they're doing
someone
Vecna.
raid
They're
you?
playing
That's a-
through Vecna.
Okay,
So we
yeah,
gotta
that
go.
is-
We gotta go
Yeah,
visit.
that's a
I
no-brainer.
gotta bring the energy.
We gotta
Make sure
go.
everybody does the raid. Why am
Yeah.
I doing
do your
Vagard?
raid,
This is my
man.
normal
Do your
voice.
raid.
Like
This is my grown man. This is how I-
I love that. You get
Yeah.
stuck in the. Yeah. Absolutely.
It was Brick. She told me to own it, so I'm
Okay,
owning it.
Yeah, do it. That's how you have to do it. You have
Get
to
it.
do it with no abandon.
You get it, girl.
Get it, girl.
All right, we got the raid.
I was
queued
very
up.
happily outnumbered this session, and I want to give an appreciation for how far. You know what I mean? Like, man, this is awesome. This is really cool.
We had a good time.
We love it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Here we go.
Very
Raid
fun.
it in.
All right. We're gonna go. We're gonna be out of here. Stay tuned. Follow Stronghold D&D and Old Men Rolling Dice, and we'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye.
And Coco Bunny.